Hey, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. This is a super duper last minute live. Thank you guys for popping on over. I had some other stuff planned for today, but somebody declared war. So, of course, I have not watched. Oh, God, my hair. I'm going to have to go get a hat in a minute. Look at this. Look at this mess. Yeah, so Aaron's live right now. We're going to live react to that, guys. This hair is growing out. What's up, Abigail? So we're just going to head on over there and see what the fuck he's talking about. You know. Hey, Gen X. Good to see you. Here we go. I have no idea what's happening. But we're going to check this out here together and live react. Let's get in on it. As you guys can see, I'm going to be showing mostly the comment section here. Here we go.
It says we're live, but I'll wait till I see some comments.
I'm gonna make them a little faster.
Good. I see
here.
some comments. Hey, Frederick. Hey, guys. You know, the weather's so beautiful out here today that I figured instead of doing a little chat from the studio, I'd come out here
and there he is.
Do it outside. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I'm not using an external mic or anything.
He's on
everything.
He's
everything
on
I would normally keep charged is all dead after spending 3 weeks in jail. So everything's threw everything on the charger. Hey, Cheryl. Good to see you. Good to see you.
I cannot see
I'll tell you what the
Cheryl
inspiration is
in
for
the
this little
chat,
chat.
guys,
I've been,
because she has me blocked.
I've just been thinking
so
on how I want
whatever
to
she says to me, I will not see.
Our weekly Friday night Scientology protests. We are now moving forward until these two misdemeanor battery charges that I have. He
started this 22 minutes ago, so
and
we're
in the first, I realize I'm jumping into a topic, and a lot of people are. When you jump into a topic on the internet, it's easy to assume people know what you're talking about, and the real safe assumption is to assume literally nobody knows.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
You know, I'll give you an example. The video that I did, even though I was in jail for 22 days, even though people were up, all my friends were uploading content to my channel almost every day for 22 days. When I come out, I do a video saying I'm back. I'm out of jail after being in jail for 22 days. It's amazing how many of the comments are, wait, what were you in jail for? I don't understand what's happening. Or, or I'll mention in the video, I'll mention in the video that Mike Rinder has passed away, and the comments will be like, what, Mike Rinder passed away?
Like, how come you were in jail?
Or, more recently in the stuff with me and Jenna, so many of the comments, what? I didn't even know you were dating. It's like, have you been watching the channel for 2 years? So anyway, that being said, I know a lot of people are like, what are you talking about jail? What are you talking about protests? It's fine, guys. Well, so let me get into it. Me and my friends here in the Clearwater crew have been doing a weekly Scientology protest, a weekly protest against Scientology.
Except for
right outside Scientology's largest building on their largest base in the world in downtown Clearwater, every single Friday evening for well over a year now. And it's grown to the point of, on a good week, we've got 20, 25 people out there protesting with us. We've got an awesome crew of regulars. We've always got new people dropping in, and not even just locals. Almost every week we have someone dropping in who's visiting from out of town, other states, the West Coast. It's become something that is so fun, so enjoyable, such a nice, group activity. And so what had happened was, back in July, there was an incident between me and a Scientology security guard where, after 5, 6, 7 weeks or whatever it was, of the security guards throwing hundreds and thousands of gallons of water on us, at our feet, on our belongings, on the chalk that we were...
We saw yesterday when we went over the video. There's no way it's been hundreds of thousands of gallons, first of all. Second of all, nobody threw it on them ever. Again, this is a story that Aaron's telling himself that is literally, not the facts, not what anyone can see.
The chalk art that we were doing on the sidewalk as a part of our constitutionally protected protesting, peaceful protesting.
Jenna and Aaron
things escalated to a point where there was an incident
I have them
that
downloaded.
I had some of the colored cornstarch in my hands in a bag.
Thank you,
some
Gen
of that
X.
colored cornstarch ended up on one of the Scientology security guards.
Okay, wait, I have to rewind that. What is he lying about now? Here we go.
Peaceful protesting. Things escalated to a point where there was an incident that I had some of the colored cornstarch in my hands.
It was not in his hands. He had a bag of it. A bag of it. Not some. An entire bag.
In a bag. And some of that colored cornstarch ended up on one of the Scientology security guards.
Some of it ended up on the security guard. Guys, that just sounds so innocent. That sounds so innocent, doesn't it? It sounds like, why are we making such a big deal about this cornstarch? And, it ending up it's so important to fact check liars in real time. I mean, we have to do this with the president of the United States. It's not shocking that we also have to do it with Mr. Smith-Levin, because he literally cannot see any truth in his actions. This is how just not literally in reality with the rest of human beings, and cannot take responsibility for his actions at all, ever. Okay. And I'm just scrolling and buying time here because I am going to pull that one out again. I should have had that queued up. Okay. Yep. And I still have it from yesterday when we looked at it. So here we go. Once again, here's the chalk incident. So it just ended up on the guy. He had some in his hands in a bag, and somehow through magic, it ended up on this guy. Let's please review what actually happened.
You see him? Here we go. Let's get ready to party, baby.
Let's get ready to party, baby. Is that somebody who's going to commit an oopsie-doodles? An oopsie baby. Oopsie-doodles, I was just partying, and it just ended up on him. Here we go.
Let's get ready to party.
Twice. Not once, twice. Let's get ready to party.
Jamie.
I got you, by the way.
I got you, Jamie.
Let's get ready to party, baby.
He looks like he's wearing a saggy, dirty diaper. Just, yeah.
Come on, bring it.
Bring it.
Bring it.
Okay, so there's guys, look at that water. Look at it being thrown all over him. Look at it. Just throwing it all over him. He's in danger.
Bring it.
Look how much he's running from the water, guys. Look how he flees in terror from the water.
It's just going to hit our water barrier, you losers.
Then he's mocking them. He's making sure Cheryl's filming.
Yeah.
Now, he starts moving towards the guy who is not coming towards him, was moving in a direction not in his direction.
Here you go.
And as soon as he sees he's pouring the water, what does he do? Big old step into the water and boom, boom. Does that look like an accident, everyone? Does it look like an accident that just some got on this guy? He just had some in his bag and it was accident. Boom, boom. Foof, foof. It's like he thinks that people don't have eyes. It's like he thinks that people don't have eyes. This has nothing to do with Scientology, in my opinion, guys. If this were a McDonald's worker, if this were anyone, pick a store, anywhere, Sephora, whatever, and I saw a man do this to another human being, that's a crime, period. The fact that he justifies the crime by saying he's protesting and that he was abused as a child. Yes, he was abused as a child. That doesn't excuse criminal behavior. Because, guys, if you've watched Law and Order, if you've watched all the crime shows, if you've gone to a therapist, if you've watched any trial, more often than not, criminals were abused as children. It creates bad patterns in your brain, and then you go and recreate those things that you were taught. Okay? It's not fun runs. It's fun run powder, but it doesn't matter, little clippy art person. It's still battery. You still cannot throw things at people. Even if that were just water, as the cop explained later, that if they had actually come up to Aaron and poured water directly onto him, that would also be battery. You can't do that, right? It's literally, you can't do that. Okay? He can't even see in reality what he did. They should be, hey, Clippy, the report should be made and they should be arrested and charged because no battery is okay. This isn't a whataboutism. What about this? Can Aaron take responsibility for harming someone? How about that? How about that? Okay? How about that? Thank you. Yeah, I was abused. I don't go around fucking hurting people. throwing women against what? No, they didn't put it on them. As you can see from the video, please go watch the video. They pour it on the ground. That's not battery. That's not assault. Pouring water on ground where people are, were you going to charge the rain with battery? I've been battered by the sky. I've been battered by the sky. Like, give me a break. It's not battery to throw, even if you throw it, but to pour water on the ground, which is what they did, that's not battery. And if you have your shit on the ground in a public space and someone pours water, that's on you. You have to move your shit. Okay? Like, that's the personal responsibility part. All right, let's get back to Aaron's live here. Good night. Here we go.
The police officer who responded to the scene said that it was battery for the security guards to throw water at us, even just at our feet, and it was battery for me to have
no, that's not what
gotten
the guard,
some cornstarch onto the Sea Org.
The cop clearly said that if he asked him specifically, did they pour it on you? He said yes. Then he says, is that why you're all wet? And he says, no, I just sweat a lot. So he was like, what? And then Aaron kept repeating, they're pouring it on us. And then when the cop reviewed the video and saw that they had poured it on the ground, that's not battery. That's not assault.
And he was going to write it up as a mutual battery.
Because he
about 20 minutes later, Scientology convinced him not to write it up as a mutual battery, and I was arrested and charged with a misdemeanor battery. I was arrested, bonded out that night, out of jail that day. As a condition of bonding out on that misdemeanor charge, you are, like, you're bonded out, right? You are not allowed to pick up any new charges, or that's a violation of the terms of your bond.
That's right. You can't pick up.
So then what had happened was, on September 20th, I went down totally separate from our weekly Scientology.
Look at these people that are Scientologists.
On September 20th, I went down to the Clearwater Bank building.
This right now for this comment. Nora is a no-case game when it comes to therapy. This is why I say to you, Aaron is still a practicing Scientologist. His behavior, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison of him and David Miscavige, and him and Mike Rinder, and him and Marty Rathbun, and him and Heber Gents. His behavior, his control of the narrative, his desire to never take responsibility, to deflect, to Darvo, 100% Scientology. For someone in his chat to use Scientology language to try and demean me is proof. That's just proof. He is a practicing Scientologist. He keeps it going. He is not protesting Scientology. He is demonstrating in real time what a Scientologist looks like. You guys want to know what it's like to be in Scientology, to work in the fake space Navy? Just ask the people who have to deal with Aaron on a daily basis. Okay? Yeah, it's not a misdemeanor. Like, he mocks the law constantly. He mocks the law constantly. He thinks it's a fucking joke. He thinks it's a fucking joke. It's a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor. It's not a misdemeanor. All right, here we go.
Which is a historic building in downtown Clearwater. It is the home of Scientology's Office of Special Affairs, offices here in Clearwater. And there is a high-level veteran Office of Special Affairs officer named Pat Harney, who mans that desk at the reception area. Now, don't be confused. She's not a receptionist. And by the way, in a Scientology Sea Org organization, being a receptionist is not necessarily a low-level position like it is in the corporate world. That being said, Pat Harney is not a receptionist. She is a veteran, high-level operative of the Office of Special Affairs who happens to be posted at that desk, at the reception desk of Scientology's Public Information Center in the Office of Special Affairs building, which is in the Clearwater Bank building. Now, I have a running series of funny videos that I have done on TikTok and YouTube, where I go down and I talk to Pat in the building as if she and I are working together on an operation to free the Sea Org members from their billion-year contracts. It's hilarious. Now, I've known Pat since I was 13 years old, okay? I'm not just, talking to some stranger or whatever. I know Pat. Pat knows me. If you guys haven't seen my Hey Pat videos, please go check out my TikTok account, because that's where you're going to find them most easily. You can find them here on YouTube, but it's easier to find them on TikTok. I'm like, hey, Pat, and I talk like we're old friends, and, we're working together to unionize the Sea Org members, and, anyway, it's hilarious.
This is fun. We're going to unionize slaves.
A month and a half after I picked up my first battery charge, I was working diligently on a program to try and get Flag Sea Org member Flavio Lugli to call his parents, Claudio and Renata, in Italy. Claudio and Renata are two former Scientologists. They were OT8 Scientologists. And
It's
when
never, it's always
after they left Scientology, they were
clout-chasing.
prevented from ever having any further communication with their son, Flavio. They haven't spoken to their son, Flavio, in 15 years. Me and my fellow friends and protesters in the Clearwater crew had, for several weeks, chosen to focus on Flavio Lugli in our weekly Scientology protests. George Massey had some flyers made up, and we would talk to every Scientologist we could about Flavio Lugli. Please help Flavio Lugli get in touch with his parents. And I decided, as a part of my series of videos with Pat Harney, to go down to the Office of Special Affairs and have a conversation with her, as if I knew I could go to her for help. A little bit of a gimmick. And so I did what I had already done many times before. I went down to the Clearwater Bank building. I waited for the door to be opened. I didn't open the door. I don't open that door if it's closed. I never touch that door if it's closed. Because it's a public information center, that door is actually usually kept open and propped open with like a doorstop. I have never gone up to that door and ever opened it when it was closed. And I did not do it this time either. I was walking by the building. I saw that the door was closed. So I was going to walk on by. And then I saw someone came out of the building and opened the door. So I went up and I held the door open, and then I held it open with my foot as well, because I'm holding my phone in my hand with a gimbal. I said, Pat, I knew I could come to you for help. Claudio and Renata Lugli are trying to reach their son, Flavio. He's a superpower auditor working in the flag building. They're worried about his health. He's been diagnosed.
You can't even pronounce this person's name, that he's desperately running a campaign to get back in contact with his parents. Now, true story, Claudio Lugli used to be the official tailor for David Miscavige. And Flavio was like, you weren't supposed to try and recruit him because he was like, the Italian prince of Scientology, right? And the fact that, I've known Flavio as long as Aaron has. And I really hope that he does get in touch with his parents. I take that part seriously. But using that as a gimmick to, try to talk to Scientologists and stuff, especially when most people won't know his name, this is just wild. Yeah. Here we go.
Diagnosed with hyperthyroidism. They're worried he's not getting the medical care he needs. They just want to talk to him. This whole conversation was going to last 60 seconds. Just like all my other conversations with Pat. They don't last more than 3 minutes, and I edit them down to like 60 seconds or whatever. While I was...
Just as an FYI, because I know Aaron doesn't even know what hyperthyroidism is, okay? It's an overactive thyroid, meaning your thyroid gland makes too much thyroid hormone, speeding up your body's metabolism, causing symptoms like rapid heart rate, anxiety, weight loss, tremors, sweating, and fatigue. Okay? So, all these things can cause it. Anti-thyroid medications, radioactive iodine therapy to shrink the gland, surgery, or beta blockers. Okay. It can cause heart palpitations. Let's see what the mortality rate is with hyperthyroidism. 8 to 25%. It's not with treatment, it goes down to 8 to 25. The mortality rate for untreated is extremely high, around 80 to 100%. Men have a higher chance to get it. Increases risk of death from all causes. Yeah, of course. It can lead to other serious health problems such as stroke and blood clots. Okay. So he should be getting medical care, which we know inside of Scientology, he will not. Okay. And as a parent, I feel that, if my kid has anything, I would, be on top of it, But again, this is about Aaron getting in touch with Pat. Listen to the story.
I was having this conversation with Pat. Another veteran Sea Org member walked up to the door that I was standing in front of and started slamming it on my foot. I was determined to finish my conversation with Pat, and so I let him slam the door on my foot, but I did not move my foot.
Listen very carefully. So he let this person slam the door on his foot multiple times. We've all seen the video. And so wanted to finish talking to Pat and get his, that he refused to move his foot the door that was being closed on it.
Then another Scientology Office of Special Affairs Sea Org member came out and helped this first man slam the door on my foot with now the force of 2 men.
That's serious damage right there. That sounds like assault or battery, a chargeable offense.
That very much injured my foot. Once the door finally...
So he got injured. But he didn't go to the doctor.
Once the force of the door finally forced my foot out of the way, that caused me a significant amount of pain and even left scars on my leather boots.
So his shoes got fucked up. He's in pain. But he doesn't go to the doctor and he doesn't go to the police to file a report and show them the footage.
Leather boot, which I can show us some other time. After the door was slammed on my foot, I made physical contact, incidental, unintentional, physical contact with the...
And this part is real. They set him up to do exactly what happened to Mark Bunker in the 90s, to step backwards and had somebody directly behind him on purpose to take that, impact, right? And then charge him with battery.
Second Sea Org member who walked out. No one was injured. No one was hit. No one fell over. No one anything.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't even quite realize that I'd done it. Anyway, this incident resulted in me being charged with a second battery.
Yes. And yet you still never went to the hospital to have your foot examined, never went to the police to file charges. Patty, you don't have to stay here. It's not a cult, honey. If you're bored, please keep scrolling. Please keep scrolling, Patty. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Now, I didn't go to jail for the second battery. I went to jail because picking up a second charge violated the terms of my bond for the first battery.
Thank you, Columbo.
Even as I sit here today, that incident occurred September 20th, October, November. We're almost 3 months later. I haven't even been arraigned.
No, he doesn't even know what day it happened. That happened October 23rd. It was not September. The first one's July 29th, October 23rd.
For that second charge. Can you guys believe that? That doesn't make any sense to me, but it's true. I have not even been arraigned for the second charge.
Well, now the second charge got combined with the first charge. It's all one trial. And you have. Your lawyer took care of that.
So.
Again, it's like when he says these things. Okay, now we got to go to this other thing. Guys, let's go to the court records, please. For fuck's sake. He just says stuff and then thinks, oh, I'm just going to say these things and that's fine. So this is his case from the charge date of the 29th, okay? The 29th, that's the date of the first incident, okay? Now, let's go through all of the motions, okay? This is when he got out, okay? This was, they modified it. This is the notice of the other. Oh, what is this? A written plea of not guilty by attorney and demand for discovery. And that's all on the other case, okay? Because the next pretrial that was supposed to happen on the 18th of this month has been canceled and all moved to January 15th. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you go back, here's the first charge on the 30th. Here's the second one. Let's go there and see what it says, because now they're both in the same case. Okay? See? Because why would he have all this stuff in here? Waived right to speedy trial. How can you say you weren't arraigned when you already waived the right to a speedy trial and the pretrial hearing has been sent and the defense waives arraignment? Why weren't you arraigned? You waived it. Please stop lying. Please stop lying. It's a public record, Aaron. This is what I'm saying to you guys. This is not about any personal vendetta I have with this human being. It is about the fact that he is a pathological liar. And he cannot even say the simplest thing. We waived the arraignment to combine the cases so that we could move forward with one thing. Why is that so fucking hard? Do you not know what your lawyer did? Are you not aware of the defense that's being mounted for you? Why continue to lie? It is just so fucking stupid. It doesn't even track. Anybody can look this up, guys. It's the Pinellas County Court records, and you can view them. It's public record. You don't even have to pay. It is insane. Okay? Jesus H. Christ on a cracker. Like, that's just a stupid thing to lie about. It's not even like, it's not even like a super important thing. Right? I want to see how the live chat went when this
says we're live.
Ew. Okay. So we're going to, is the live chat back? No, it's not. All right.
Terms of my bond for the first battery. Even as I sit here today, that incident occurred September 20th, October, November. We're almost 3 months later. I haven't even been arraigned for that second charge. Can you guys believe that? That doesn't make any sense to me, but it's true. I have not even been arraigned.
That's because your lawyer waived it. That's because your lawyer waived it. Yeah, basically, we merged the cases so I would stay out of court for Christmas. I mean, he's going to be by himself. He's not going anywhere. You don't got nobody. Yeah.
Arraigned for the second charge. Okay. So when my attorney and I showed up for a pre-trial conference on the first battery charge, the state attorney asked the judge to revoke my bond. Now, my lawyer at that time, and I've since hired a second attorney, and these two lawyers.
That was Lee Perlman, his first lawyer, before Theophilopoulos.
Are working together beautifully. My lawyer at that time did not think there was any chance in hell that the judge was going to revoke my bond. And
yeah, because in normal circumstances, y'all, when someone has been caught or accused of a misdemeanor battery, they show up in court and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Aaron can't verbalize those words, and he has no possibility of, self-reflection at all. He doesn't have that. He lacks that ability. Yeah.
We didn't even really have a conversation about this. And to both of our absolute shock, the judge broke my bond and sent me to jail and said, "Yeah, your lawyer can come back and ask for bond in a week or two." So then my lawyer asked for another bond hearing in 1 week. We show up to that bond hearing 1 week later after having been in jail for 8 days. And to our shock, the state attorney is once again is opposing my bond being reinstated and asking me to be sent back to jail.
Yep.
And the state attorney, as the main piece of evidence that they put to the judge to convince her to send me back to jail, they used the title of a video that was uploaded to my channel while I was in jail. And the title of the video was, "This means war. We are doubling down."
Yeah. This stable genius, okay, and I'm stealing that from Dodge. If you guys didn't watch Dodge's video last night, fucking hilarious. So this is the video that Aaron's talking about, okay? This means war. We are doubling down.
In every important movement, there's always...
And this is Jenna. This is Jenna Miscavige, as she described, not together with Aaron Smith-Levin, not his girlfriend, going to give us 8 minutes of how Aaron Smith-Levin is this. We're going to play this because it is one of the most ridiculous propaganda videos that has ever been made. But it is also so fucking Scientology. Okay? And I will do a comparison of the David Miscavige videos. Okay? Let me pull that up here because I have to, just so you guys know, this is David Miscavigeism being practiced by Jenna and Natalie and Marilyn and Cheryl and Rabbit. I'm going to call them out every day, guys. These human meat shields that Aaron is using, these women that he is, that he occasionally throws against walls. Yeah, let's there's one that was like made by a Scientologist that's like, "I love David Miscavige. He is my friend." Let's see here. I think I have to go to the Scientology channel because, yeah, it's on one of their stupid fucking channels. Jesus Christ. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. This one was uploaded 3 days ago. David Miscavige showed he cares about everyone he meets, says Pat. Now, we're going to watch Jenna's, and then we're going to watch this. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to this fucking hostage video.
people who claim to be fighting the same fight, but somehow their energy always ends up sideways. And instead of pushing anything forward, they wind up criticizing, nitpicking, and stirring up chaos.
Right. Don't call out lies. Don't call out crimes. Don't call out abuse. Toe the line.
Get caught up in the drama, the righteousness, and they wind up doing
drama. We've made drama like such a bad word. Drama, woke, like all these things. Oh, that's evil. Evil, like the fruits of the devil.
doing and saying anything that will get them the attention they never had. Even if it
guys, I never had attention.
means lying, betraying their friends, and comes at everyone else's expense. It's
yeah. Oh, that's what Aaron does.
predictable. The ones who never put anything real on the line are the quickest to judge other people who do.
Oh, never. I've never put anything on the line. Not ever. Just my entire life. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anita. Good to see you back here. Yeah, it's been a minute.
All because it serves their fragile egos. Most people don't have what it takes to change the world.
Most people don't have, guys, we just have to take a moment here. Just everyone breathe in. All of this sanctimonious, syrupy, fucking propaganda we are about to absorb.
I'm Jenna Miscavige. I was born and raised.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't care about your intro.
I was born and raised in it, and I escaped when I was 22, and I've been an outspoken critic about Scientology for nearly 20 years now. I'm here talking to you on Aaron's channel today because he was taken into custody on 2 bogus misdemeanor charges.
That's not what you said 2 days ago. You said it was a battery. And we'll play that later.
That he picked up while protesting Scientology. So he can't post right now, but I wanted to come on here.
Yeah, he can't post, guys, because he's in jail. He's in jail.
And say some really important things because I want Scientology and everybody else to understand something very clearly. If you think that taking Aaron offline is going to silence him or me or this community, you couldn't be.
Because it's the community is Aaron and Jenna and then random other people who we can't remember their names or care about. No, you guys, what are you, the fucking king and queen? The fucking king and queen, right? Many are called, few are chosen, right? Yeah. It's just like, are you fucking, this is disgusting. This is disgusting.
Be more mistaken. That's not how this works. You don't shut people like us up. No. We're only going to double down. You don't put a stop to anything. Down. You reinvigorate us and you spark a whole new conversation.
Yeah, because everybody is just like, now that Aaron, who clearly ran up to a person and threw chalk on him, okay? And they got an order of protection put on him by that same individual. And then wouldn't take his foot out of the door as he just said on his live. This is the guy, guys. He's the leader. He's the leader.
Scientology's always relied on intimidation, fear, silencing people, harassment. That strategy may...
Intimidation, silencing, and fear. What was Aaron doing with the video that he made on Sunday entitled The Truth About Me and Jenna Miscavige, It's Not Good? What was the intention of that video? Was it to help Jenna? Was it to help the movement? Or was it to tell her to shut the fuck up? I'm pretty sure we all know the answer.
It have worked in the past, but that doesn't work anymore. When you try to silence Aaron's voice, this whole community gets louder.
When you try, listen very carefully, guys. Who's the community? It's Aaron. When you try to silence Aaron's voice, the community gets louder. What? What?
You think you're putting a stop to this movement, but really you're just proving to everybody why it needs to exist.
No. Charging someone with battery who commits battery is doing their fucking job for once, right? The police actually correctly identified a crime. We're like, that's crime. Do you want to press charges? You do? Okay, we're going to lock this guy up. And then the state's attorney was like, okay, crime. And then instead of shutting the fuck up, hiring a lawyer and fighting that crime to its conclusion, they immediately made this.
These type of tactics aren't new at all, and they aren't just unique to Scientology. Hardship, critics, sacrifice, it's something that...
Sacrifice? Sacrifice?
Everybody who makes a big change in the world has to deal with at one point or another.
What? Guys, this is like sitting at a Scientology event where David Miscavige is up on top of the stage telling his adherents that Scientology has ended the conflict in the Middle East with the way to happiness. They literally told us that. I'm not joking you. In like 2001. We've made peace in the Middle East by handing out way to happiness pamphlets. They claimed in 2022 to have handled homelessness in Portland again by handing out way to happiness pamphlets. If that shit worked, I would be out every day handing out way to happiness pamphlets, I'll tell you what. What the fuck exactly? Please, someone explain to me the massive change worldwide that Aaron Smith-Levin has made. Because I don't see it.
It's part of the process. Martin Luther King was arrested 29 times.
Yes. For doing peaceful protests. Also, just because he was black. I have to say, I just have this part of the video, I have to take hugely offensive, just trigger warning. Okay. Now, I did grow up as a Scientologist. Unlike Jenna and Aaron, I had the opportunity to go to public school. Okay. I was not educated inside the fake space Navy. I was not allowed by my mother to join the fake space Navy as a child. I joined after I turned 18 because I was an idiot and I was like flipping the bird to my mom and I had daddy issues. Moving on. As a young child, I grew up in San Francisco where I lived in the Marina District. And at my school, I was one of like less than 20 white children at that school. Everyone else was Asian, except for like the 3 Mexican kids that somehow weren't in the Mission District, because San Francisco is a beacon of liberalism, but is also very segregated. And especially in the 1980s, it was very like the Fillmore district was where black people lived, and you know, and the marina where I lived was where Asian people lived, and then you had the Mission District, which is where all the Latino people lived, right? So in the morning, everyone around me was Asian, and then after school, I took a bus from the marina to the Fillmore district to go to the Buchanan Street YMCA, where everyone was black except for me and my sister. And being immersed in an all black environment taught me a lot of things. We would go to the library and watch Martin Luther King's speeches, all of them, over and over and over. I became in love with the civil rights movement, right? Because these people that I was with all day, my counselors, Phyllis, were like protectors of me, and they loved me. And my friends, right? Safalo, Riante, Pasha, these were like my best friends. Okay. And at one point I wanted to listen, guys, I'm 7 years old here. Okay. So you have to remember, this is a 7-year-old mindset. I wanted to try to become black. Like I thought that was a possibility in life. And I told my mom that I wanted a jerry curl because it was the 80s and all my friends had jerry curls. And she literally was like, "We are white. Look in the mirror at yourself. You are white. Your hair won't do that." And I was like, "I don't know. You haven't tried?" I was I was 7, guys. But this is a topic that I have spent many years of my life studying, the civil rights movement. And we are, here we are again, 2025, doing this again, trying to fight for people's rights here in America. And it's embarrassing that we're back in this place. But this part, I just had to do a little sidestep there. This part of this video, to me, is beyond disgusting. Beyond. You're going to get me some How about some Soul Glow? God damn it. How many times did I watch Coming to America? Let your soul glow. God, I love that movie. I just think, this is one of the most irresponsible things that has ever been put out on Aaron's channel, in my opinion. Okay. We got to finish this video. Jeez Louise. Let me go back to sharing it. And I apologize for the huskiness of my voice today, guys. I don't know what happened. I just was unable to make coffee. And then when I did make it, I drank. Anyway, it's a mess. I was trying to get some out of the cup, out of my mug, and it was really hot. So I kind of scorched my entire esophagus, but I'm okay. I'm still here. All right, here we go.
All for bogus things that people tried to do to stop him, and they failed.
No. And this is where Jenna's ignorance shines. Okay. It wasn't for bogus things. He was actually breaking the law to show that the law was unjust, which is a purpose of protest, to highlight injustice, right? Martin Luther King was actually jailed on crimes that were chargeable at the time. But he did it anyway to show that Black people are human beings and should have the same rights and privileges as white people.
Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison.
I'm an ordinary human being with weaknesses.
Now we're comparing him to Nelson Mandela. Aaron was literally in jail 24 hours, and he's already MLK and Nelson Mandela.
Some of them fundamental. And I've made many mistakes in my life. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying.
Susan B. Anthony was arrested for voting. I can name hundreds of people who were arrested in the process of changing.
Yeah, she was arrested for voting, Jenna, because it was illegal. This is a problem, guys, with people who grew up in cults like we did. And I don't fault Jenna or Aaron for their lack of knowledge, because they were literally had no education. But when you've been out of the cult for over a decade and you have raised children through school, and had to do their homework with them, and you haven't taken any amount of time to educate yourself on actual U.S. history and things like that, that's a you problem. There's only so long you can use the excuse, I grew up in a cult, I don't know these things. It's on you to keep learning. So when you have total fucking ignorance of the law and U.S. history, and then you want to use that falsely to prop up someone who committed a crime because, frankly, he wanted to party, that's a problem.
In the world. And in the moment, all of these people had critics saying that they were embarrassing, we're doing it wrong, we're being reckless. Looking
Yes to all of that.
back, nobody remembers those critics. They remember the people who had the courage to make change, even if that meant putting themselves out there imperfectly, not the way that everybody would agree.
No, everybody remembers the critics from the Civil Rights Unit movement. They were fucking racist fucks who have gone down in history as racist fucks.
They did it anyways because it was important enough for them to do. And that's why I don't want anybody to be discouraged with what Aaron is going through right now.
Don't be discouraged, guys. Anyone can survive in jail after battering someone. It's okay.
A reminder of the path that we're on. Aaron's somebody who's run multiple foundations for 8 years now who help people leave Scientology, get on their feet, and people who have left Scientology.
See, that's also just a false characterization of the last 8 years of Aaron's life. He was the vice president of the Aftermath Foundation, summarily kicked off for his inability to keep his penis in his pants and not snort cocaine and get caught and get told about it on the internet and, in Colombia. And, and not throw women in the street in Los Angeles.
He spends hours on the phone nearly every day talking to people, learning their stories, learning what help they need.
Right. Hours a day, pumping them for information for his content. And then going back and telling you what a piece of shit they are.
Nobody else in this community does that, myself included. He's told hundreds of former members stories.
When people ask, how did you finally leave? What was the thing that finally happened?
Natalie.
And for both of us, it's our children.
In their head, it's their family. They would never think that they would shun them or disconnect from them, when in reality, for Scientology, they're willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to, in their world, they're clearing the planet.
Just imagine saying that to
I can name you
kid.
3 kids I knew growing up whose parents got cancer, got sick, and blamed their kids for it. You caused me in tribulation, so therefore I'm sick now.
He's got tens of...
Wow. Out of all the hundreds of people whose stories he's told, that's the 3.
millions of views to the evils of Scientology. He stood up for people who were silenced, abused, mistreated, and he steps up and he does it every day, knowing that he's going to get attacked, smeared, followed by PIs, and even betrayed by his own friends.
Well, we're not friends. This is not a betrayal. This is truth revealed, baby. This is so fucking sanctimonious.
Nobody is doing more than him.
Nobody's doing more than him.
A single person.
No, guys, breaking news. No one that has been out here protesting for decades is doing more than Aaron Smith-Levin. Not Mark Bunker, who was the head of the Lisa McPherson Trust, who took on Scientology for years. Definitely not doing more than Aaron. Not Tori Magoo, who's been protesting for 20 plus years. Definitely not more than Aaron. Not Spanky Taylor, who fucking ran an underground railroad for Scientology escapees just because she wanted to help and not for name recognition, and has never once walked around going, let me name all the people that I've helped and that I helped get out. You will never know who Spanky helped. Why? Because the help is what was important, not being lauded for it. Okay? How about fucking Jesse Prince? How about all the people that stood up and went on 60 Minutes in the 80s when it was not popular? Okay? When they lost their fucking jobs. Thank you for becoming a member, Jackie. Right? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Tony Ortega. Sure. I mean, Danielle, that's a whole other topic. You know that, Danielle. And hello, thank you for being here. I mean, like, are you joking right now? This is a joke. This is a fucking joke.
Contrary to what the judge said and what other bitter and jealous, attention-seeking people want to say online,
That's just me, bitter and attention-seeking. Guys, please give me attention.
not out there for clicks and views, and neither are the other protesters. We're out.
If he wasn't out for clicks and views, why are you posting this to his channel, Jenna? Why is this not just on your channel?
Out here because Marco's wife was raped in Scientology. We're out here because Francisco's father took his own life because of Scientology. Because Aaron's children lost their grandparents due to Scientology's disconnection policy.
Remember when Aaron said that he doesn't make it about his kids? Don't think for 1 second this wasn't scripted by Aaron Smith-Levin. Yes, Heather's parents disconnected from them. That fucking sucks. They're fucking pieces of shit. But like, what happened, Aubrey? Oh, Aubrey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm sending you some love. That's awful. Now I'm going to get back to this bullshit, but I love you, my friend.
Because Cheryl was neglected and abused by her father in the name of Scientology until the very end.
Really? Really? Like, Feral Cheryl, who was never forced to do any courses, who was never recruited for her whole life, who lived a whole ass life on her own and got a fat ass inheritance that wasn't stuck in Scientology jail in one of their fucking accounts, who barely knew her dad. Are you fucking... Can anyone tell the truth about their fucking story? Are you... What? Cheryl is so ignorant about Scientology, she doesn't even know shit. She can't even... She didn't even know Lisa McPherson's actual timeline story. And when she got corrected on it, she fucking blew up. Because she, too, cannot take responsibility for anything. It's like the no responsibility cult.
Because Aaron lost his twin brother to Scientology. Parents of...
No, he did not. That's Also, not true. That makes it sound like Aaron's twin brother stayed in Scientology and they had to disconnect. Aaron's twin brother is dead because I'm pretty sure it was like a DUI car crash and he died or something. It was horrific. It's awful. It's terrible. He died. I don't know the exact. See, look, guys, watch this. I don't know the exact circumstances surrounding Colin Smith-Levin's death, but it was not at the hands of Scientology. Jesus Christ almighty.
Died without speaking to their children because of Scientology.
That's a fact.
Families are ripped apart, kids grow up without their parents,
Yep.
and because people lose everyone they love for simply walking away. And what's shocking and honestly infuriating is that there are people in power who are there, who are supposed to protect the public, who are seriously uninformed and even bordering on arrogant. They don't.
Now we're going to attack lawmakers and, law enforcement and other things.
know, and they don't care what Scientology actually does. And in this case, it's their job to know. And if they don't learn, and if they refuse to understand the harm Scientology does because it's uncomfortable for them, then they're no better than Scientology. Because when
Right. I don't think Aaron is any better than Scientology. Touche, Jenna.
your job is to bring justice, but your ignorance continues the harm, at some point it becomes participation. This
Boom. This is like blowing my mind right now because there you go, Jenna. Keep repeating that. Let's rewind that gem. I'll put on the closed captioning so we can see that.
job is to bring justice, but your ignorance continues the harm, at some point it becomes participation.
When your job is to bring justice, but your ignorance continues the harm, at some point it becomes participation. Jenna, please, this is your new mantra, okay?
This moment doesn't make us step back. It defines us. And it reveals who's with us and who sees the bigger picture, who has courage, compassion, and loyalty, and those who...
Very important words here, guys. Who has courage, compassion, and loyalty? Is there any other protester of anything, okay, out there right now asking for loyalty from the people who are publicly on their own volition participating in a protest? Do the dancing frogs in Portland are like, we would like you to sign this loyalty pledge to make sure that you're not going to be dancing with anyone else, or saying that our dancing is bad at any time? What the fuck is that? Loyalty. This is all very, very culty, guys.
who are only pretending to. Changing the world is not for everyone. Most people don't have what it takes. They don't have the backbone, the heart, or the willingness to stay in the fire when things get hard. But a few people do, and Aaron is one of them. And
Guys, he's in the fire right now. He's in the fire. He's in the fire. Of what?
people who truly make a difference, they take risks. And sometimes that's messy, and sometimes that's full of mistakes, but they have the courage to put themselves out there anyways. Those are
right. Sorry, Marilee. Loyalty from the guy who habitually cheats on his wife. Of course he demands loyalty because he has none. It's always the bizarro. It's always the opposite. This is how cults work. This is how cults work.
the people who shape history. And if you're here right now, watching and supporting and sending love and messages of compassion and encouragement, you're one of those people too.
Yeah. Sending love and compassion. You're part of it.
So thank you.
And then we just have like a montage of the protests and, of course, the end. Okay, let's go. And I just want you guys to recognize the same vibe here. Ready?
I've had the pleasure of speaking with Mr. Miscavige and spending time with him, sharing jokes, swapping
Pat Parodi, man. The Parodi family is another big-time family in Scientology. Let's just listen.
stories, talking about things
Jazzy music.
completely disrelated to Scientology or religion.
Yeah.
And I can tell you,
face.
this is a person.
Do you see the similarity? We have Jenna's face, right? Big eyes. We've got the, you got to listen to me. And then, Jenna and Pat. right? It's the same.
Who is he's a real human being. He's a real man. He's a real individual. He cares. He has a fantastic sense of humor.
Now, David Miscavige also likes to throw people around a room. Yeah. Do you see the same vibe? It's so fucking culty. It's so fucking propaganda. It's literally same vibe. David Miscavige, this man has donated every penny he's ever made to that man, which has resulted. Pat, you're being taken. You know, same vibe. No, Jenna and Eric Rader aren't together. That's Farrell Cheryl. Come on, let's not start weird rumors, guys. Let's not start weird rumors. Okay, let's go back to Aaron. That was my point. Okay, we got off on that tangent. Why? Because of here.
They used the title of a video that was uploaded to my channel while I was in jail, and the title of the video was "This Means War. We Are Doubling Down."
So we just watched that video, and frankly, you should be happy that they only used the title and not the content of that video, because that makes you look even worse.
And you guys who watch my channel a lot know that this is a little bit of a theme on my channel. This means war. It's a clickbait title, okay? Also, there's a funny little Key and Peele intro that I use.
It's a clickbait. He's telling you it's for clicks. When Jenna said it's not for clicks and likes, he just said it. Half of the shit he does is for clicks. It's like he just
in the beginning
tells
of all my
himself.
videos, do you want to go to war, Malaki? Because we could go to war. I'm for real.
He's obsessed with this clip. If anyone, and I do mean anyone in the entire universe, has a way to reach Jordan Peele or Michael Keegan, please do us all a favor and ask them to tell this white man to stop using their skit as his intro with a cease and desist.
I'm for real. This whole we could go to war thing is just a joke, a running theme, a joke on my channel. And also, it was just the title of a video. It had nothing to do with the content of the video. The state attorney, represented to the judge that this title was somehow representative of an ongoing effort on my part to increase hostilities and tensions, not only toward the alleged victims in these battery cases.
Well, we did just watch it, and it's definitely a recruitment campaign to encourage people to continue to fight. So, yeah.
And anyway, judge sent me back to jail. And because it was over the Thanksgiving holiday, my lawyer could not get a second request for a bond hearing for another 2 weeks, so I ended up being in jail for 22 days. I was in jail for 22 days for 2 low-level misdemeanors I haven't even been convicted of, and one of which I haven't even been arraigned for.
No, you were arraigned because your lawyer waived the arraignment. That's the second time he's lied about that in this live, guys.
I'm being a little long-winded about this, so I hope you forgive me. Compare me spending 22 days in jail for 2 low-level misdemeanors I've never been convicted of, one of which I've never even been arraigned for.
That happens all the time, Aaron. You're not special.
To the following. Scientologist, based at Clearwater in New York. Scientologist David Gentili. He was either convicted or he pled guilty to running a $1.8 billion Ponzi-like scheme. He was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison for a crime he actually committed. He stole tens to hundreds of millions of dollars from investors. He reported to prison one day after I was sent to jail. While I was in jail, President Trump pardoned David Gentili. I not only pardoned him, full pardon, no probation, no restitution.
You mean our corrupt president pardoned a corrupt person who stole billions of dollars? Oh, just my shock face. It's a shock. Do you mean there's inequity in the justice system of America, Aaron? A shock face, shock.
I spent more days in jail for 2 low-level misdemeanors I've never been convicted of, one of which I've never been arraigned for, than a guy who stole tens to hundreds of millions of dollars, actually committed the crime, and was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Guys, I've said that the time I spent in jail was both the worst and the best thing that ever happened to me. Seeing the inside of our ridiculous criminal justice profiteering complex is something I'm actually really grateful for. Okay, but the point of this video is, how does...
Yeah, and guess what, guys? Martha Stewart spent 5 months in prison, 150 days, for literally insider trading. Okay? Okay? And then she had 5 months of home arrest and 2 years of probation. Okay? Yeah, that's true. He is a dictator, Donna. You are correct. You are correct. Aaron wants a Trump pardon. I'm sure he does. Well, he's a Republican. He can ask for one. Why doesn't he just write to President Trump and be like, hey, tell Pam Bondi to get these guys to back off? Oh, right, because Pam Bondi's already bought off by fucking Scientology.
Is all of this, how is all this going to affect our weekly Friday night protests? We all know.
Not, how can I take responsibility and accountability for my irresponsible actions and demonstrate better protesting? How's this going to affect the protests, guys?
You all know, I know. Scientology, this malicious prosecution, and I put the malicious prosecution at the feet of Scientology and at the feet of the state attorney. This is intended to keep me from protesting. That's what this is. It is specifically to keep me from protesting.
Yeah, because you're dangerous and you hurt people. King's Kid, no one's keeping you here. It's not a cult. Donald J. Trump is a fascist dictator. And if you don't like that fact, honey, then I don't know what to tell you. But I hope that you don't need any form of actual help in this country because it's not coming for you. And in 18 months, AI will take your job and you'll be on the street and it'll be tough tits. So like fucking educate yourself, okay? Get out of that. You're in a MAGA cult. I don't know what to tell you. We're talking about Scientology cult. That's a whole other thing. But like, come on. No one's keeping you here. You don't, it's not a fucking, this isn't a cult. You are free to keep on scrolling.
When that second incident happened outside the Clearwater Bank building that I just described for you, the state attorney actually called my lawyer and said, listen, we just saw a video of the second incident. If we wanted to, we have grounds to go pick up Aaron and arrest him again, or the Clearwater police do. We don't want to do that. We just want to wrap up this charge. We want to get this taken care of. Tell him to chill out. Stop doing anything that could be perceived as escalating. Stay away from the Clearwater Bank building so we can get this taken care of.
Okay. Thank you for becoming a member again, Anita. Thank you. It's good to see you here today. I said that already, but yes. The state attorney called Lee Pearlman and was like, listen, we could arrest you. We want you to stop. Please stop escalating. We don't want this to be a long time because, guys, time is taxpayer money. Okay? The time that they are spending. Rox, what are you doing? Thank you. That's very kind. Ann Castilla's got a membership. SP Leany got one. Doctor Who Heather got one. Jess Wilco got one. And Christine got one. Thank you. That's very sweet, Rox. Thank you. It's a waste of taxpayer money, frankly. That's what they were trying to communicate. Like, listen, we have to go through the motions here. We got to like dot all the I's and cross all the T's. Okay. But yeah, like, can we just not? Can we just not? And what was Aaron's response to that? What was Aaron's response to that?
My lawyer called me and was like, dude, I just got a call from the state attorney's office, basically saying they don't want to arrest you. He's like, by the way, that doesn't happen.
Okay.
Right? He's like, that doesn't happen. Guys, what changed between the time that the state attorney's office called my lawyer to be like, bro, can you get your boy on a leash so that we don't have to do anything here? What happened between that time and when the state attorney shows up to court trying to throw me in jail for the exact same thing and to continue to ask the judge to keep me in jail? I'll tell you the only thing that happened. I continued to protest every week in downtown Clearwater.
The state attorney said, just stay away from there. Just let things do that. Oh my goodness. Stacy, what are you guys doing? Thank you. Thank you for donating 5 memberships. Leaping Lena got one. Larky got one. Kiki got one. Debbie got one. My Wrexham fan. And Clara. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. You guys are crazy today. I love you guys. So he did exactly what they asked him not to do. He's literally a petulant toddler. They were like, listen, this could get real bad. We don't want to do that. So if you just don't, then we won't. Can you guys answer a question? If you had been arrested, you're out on bond, okay, facing an actual criminal charge that will literally be on your permanent record forever if you're convicted, and the state attorney calls your lawyer and says, hey, if you just kind of knock it off for a bit, we just, we're getting a lot of noise from Scientology, would you put a 1 in the chat if you would just shut the fuck up and just not do jack shit until this whole thing blew over? Put a 2 in the chat if you're like, fuck it, I'm wilding out. Fuck the law. I'm going to do what I'm going to do because ain't nobody going to tell me what to do. Like, this video, this is going to get played in court in January. He cannot stop. He just literally admitted that there was like a deal on the table between the state's attorney and his lawyer. And he was like, nah. Right? Thank you. I would fucking take my channels off air. I'll pull that. I don't get. Buy social media. Oh, there's a way for this to work out and I don't have a record and I don't go to jail. Fantastic. Like, what? Wild.
Because this malicious prosecution is designed to keep me from protesting.
No, it's not malicious prosecution, Aaron. You committed a crime on tape. And then are now trying to use the excuse that the crime you committed was against the Scientologist, so it's not bad because you were abused as a child. It's really not holding water.
Have a chilling effect on the Clearwater crew, the Clearwater protest movement. We all know they're going to take advantage of the fact that I'm now out to try and orchestrate some bullshit to give the state attorney a reason to ask the judge to put me back in jail.
I'm sorry that we're like zoomed in on his moob right now, but it's better than looking at his face, I guess. Guys, I'm blown away. This is a live reaction because I didn't watch this when it was live and we've been doing a bunch of other stuff. But like literally, guys, he didn't have to go to jail. That's basically what he just told us. He did not have to go to jail. He orchestrated that by refusing to cooperate with law enforcement. Now, people can think, oh, Nora, you're so scared. You don't want to go to jail. And this is real talk. Like I've had this conversation with my wife, with my kids. If I'm out and about, let's say I'm at I'm at Costco. Okay. Because I go to Costco a lot. You guys know this. And I see some fucking unmarked vehicles trying to snatch a person in the parking lot of Costco. You better fucking believe I'm putting my body and my camera in the face of those people. And if I get arrested as a consequence of trying to prevent a human being from being kidnapped in broad daylight, that's okay with me because that is a just cause. And me using my civil rights is actually not against the law. That would be malicious prosecution, right? For me to try and help someone from being improperly detained and absconded with, okay? Standing outside of a building that as a child you worked in and were harmed in, and bringing awareness to that is important. I believe the protests are important. Standing outside that building, doodling in chalk all day the words cult and other things, and then running up to an indentured servant of that organization as the president of a supposed charity that claims to be a resource for people to leave that organization and throw, not once but twice, plumes of any substance at one of those people. And then try to justify that by saying they poured water on me. False. A second justification, I was human trafficked here as a child. Irrelevant. Third thing, I just, fuck these guys. Okay, well, that's the real impulse. It is literally just insane. Oh, thank you, Aubrey. I mean, here's the deal. And also for Jenna to say nobody is doing more on a daily basis, not Audit LA, who's literally meeting with the chief of police in LA to detail with them the abuse stories that we went through, the kidnapping, the human trafficking that is still occurring on a daily basis. Definitely not making an impact at all. But Aaron standing outside with a cardboard cutout of Tom Cruise, eating pizza, doing that for 2 hours every Friday, and getting people to honk their horns, that's doing more than what Audit LA is doing inside the city councils? it's insane.
For that reason, I said, guys, instead of going down and doing my weekly Friday night protest, maybe what I'll do is I'll sort of host the protests from home, from my studio, and I'll use this as an opportunity to encourage more and more protesters to come out, more and more people to stream out there. Because guys, protesting out there is one thing. We need eyeballs. We need live streams. Okay, but don't get me wrong. Even if you don't want to live stream, you want to come out and protest, please do. But also, the more people who are out there protesting without cameras and streams, we need additional people protesting with cameras and streams. Okay, and I thought, me being out there physically, personally at Target 2. By the way, Target 2 is a location that I started protesting at that's more than 500 feet away from a Scientology building.
And why do you have to be 500 feet away from a Scientology building? Oh, right, because there's an order of protection against you. So you are barred from being within 500 feet of any Scientology building.
Let me switch around here, my hand's dying. Because as a part of this whole thing, I have to stay 500 feet away from the first alleged victim, and Scientology is pretending that guy can work in any Scientology building, even though it's totally a lie. So I have to stay away from any super obvious Scientology, 500 feet away from any Scientology building where the first alleged victim may possibly be working. Mm-hmm. So, the rest of the Clearwater crew has been protesting where we've always been protesting, right outside the Superpower building, right outside the Fort Harrison Hotel, 210 South Fort Harrison Avenue. I've been protesting at Target 2, which is one of the top 2 busiest intersections in all of Clearwater. The fact that I moved my protest from where it was to an even better location is why Scientology demanded that the state attorney actually charge me for the second incident.
Yeah, you said Target 2.
Me being physically and personally at Target 2 doesn't scale the size of our...
Again, who uses Scientology jargon to describe things they're doing in everyday life? He's not using it ironically. There's no air quotes. There's no... Guys, we call it Target 2, because that's where Lafayette is. It's me and Lafayette. No, because he's a fucking he's a practicing Scientologist. And he has anointed himself at the level of David Miscavige of Lafayette. He is the leader of his cult. Oh, yeah. He is AA Ron Hubbard. It's Arontology, 100%.
Protests. It does give people a reason to want to come out and join. If they want to come out and join me, at least I'm there. People want to come and join. But I thought the best way to really scale it would be to be like, hey, if I can't be there myself, you know what I could do? Encourage as many new streamers and protesters to come out and then use my channel to highlight them and promote them and to give them an incentive to come out.
Yeah. So basically, he would have to do way less work. He doesn't have to stand out there and talk to people and then just steal people's streams to highlight them, and bring awareness.
And that is a good idea. But I got to tell you, as I say here right now, the reason I wanted to come on the stream is it sure does feel like Scientology wins, right? It sure does feel like Scientology wins. And I am worried that my own physical absence from the weekly Friday night protests will have a chilling effect on people's interest in participating.
So Jenna just claimed they're out there participating for all these things, the dead people stuff. No. Aaron's physical absence will have a chilling effect on the protests because their one true leader is not there. Who's going to show up if Aaron's not there, guys? If Aaron isn't out there, why would I go? Are these people protesting Scientology or are they hanging out with Aaron Smith-Levin? Like, is the protest to bring awareness about the crimes of Scientology, or is this to be with you? Again, he tells on himself, this is all so fucking culty. It's not about the protest. Aaron's not even going out to bring awareness. He's going out so that what happens? The attention happens. The video happens. If he's not protesting, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it?
And so I wanted to put out some thoughts here. I wanted to almost a call. I wanted to throw up the bat signal. If I'm going to be out there myself at Target 2, I need a lot of people out there with me. I do. Even
guys, don't go protest in front of the Scientology building where the Scientologists are, where you could make contact and maybe help somebody who leaves Scientology. Come with me 500 feet away. Why? I need people. I need people.
Even if just to keep weirdos away from me. Okay.
Sir, you are 6'1", 230 pounds, and you are unable to tell people, "Oh no, thank you, no thanks, thank you." You need, again, human meat shields to protect you because you're a VIP. Fucking hire a security guard then.
That's just the honest to God truth. If I have a lot of people out there with me, it protects me.
Not the protest. not the message, him.
If I pick up any new charge for any reason whatsoever, I'm going back to jail.
So don't go out there. It's that simple.
And whereas jail was nothing like what I thought it would be like, it was actually very easy and boring.
Guys, if you've just been released on supervised recognizance, okay, and you are still facing charges, this has not been cleared. Do you think the judge is going to take kindly to the attitude of, it wasn't a big deal and whatever. 22 days taught me nothing. That doesn't show remorse. It doesn't show personal growth. It doesn't show any type of like humanity.
God forbid, sometimes it was even fun. Met some very fun, interesting people in jail. I don't want to go back. Very inconvenient. I'd rather be able to see my kids every day, okay?
Inconvenient. You'd rather be able to see your kids every day. Are they even, where are they? Why are you making a video? Why aren't you just seeing your kids? Have you seen your kids? I mean, Jenna did say you were uninvited to Thanksgiving.
I'd rather be able to sleep in my bed every day. I'd rather be able to take a nice hot shower where I can clean all major crevices and inside my belly button.
How big is your belly button? Why do we need to know that? No one wants to think about your crevices.
I am asking anyone in the Clearwater area, Pinellas County, Tampa Bay area, if you ever wanted to come out and join us on our Friday evening protests. I'm going to be down there this Friday. I'm going to be at Target 2 this Friday.
He can't help himself, guys. He can't help himself. He's going to be at Target 2 Friday, guys. In 2 days, Aaron's going to be at Target 2.
And if you've ever thought about joining us, I want you to join us. I need a lot of people there with me. If some weirdos come up and are trying to do anything with me, if any Scientologists show up, if any Seer members show up, I need people willing to get between me and them. That's honestly what I need. Because the risk to me is just anything Scientology might orchestrate to try to get me back in jail. And the risk to the protest movement is that my prolonged absence from the protest will have a chilling effect. And as I sit here right now, I'd rather go down there and ask lots of people to join me.
He'd rather go outside, ask all these people to join him, specifically where he's protesting, not in front of the actual thing that's being protested. He's got to do it. He can't just lift other people up. He can't just maybe stay out of it for a month. Maybe like, hey guys, I'm taking the month off. I'm going to make some pre-records about like actual things about Scientology, you know, educational shit that is like literally important. Let's make some evergreen content, you know, and make sure that the truth about Scientology is out there, right? Maybe I'll interview some people. You know, there's a ton of shit he could be doing that would actually be helpful to educating people about, you know, Scientology. Okay. But no, he has to be there because otherwise, you know, where did Jenna's video go about Aaron lying? Oh. I'm going to get to that. Liz just posted something. We're going to go over that here in a minute. Oh no, I'm absolutely good. I knew she was going to drop that. It's all good. This is a cult leader. This is not somebody who's out here to protest. Does anyone have any video speech evidence ever of, let's just take the two examples, Martin Luther King Jr. or Nelson Mandela, like demanding that they are at the protest? That if you don't come to the one with me, if I don't go out, nobody's going to go out. While Martin Luther King was in jail, protests still happened. Why? Because the civil rights movement was a just cause and was necessary. If this is a necessary, just cause to protest Scientology, I think it is, but, you know, in your mind, then you will go out and protest it. If you are showing up at a protest to see a specific protester, then you are at a meet and greet event. You are not protesting. Okay? That is totally different. And if Aaron just wants to host a fucking meet and greet, then just do that.
Then not go down there and just hope that new streamers will show up.
If it's a just protest that has the purpose of educating people about Scientology, people will come. People will come.
Because I think it's probably not likely to happen. Even at the last hearing where the judge agreed to let me out on bond on my own recognizance, actually supervised ROR. So
he finally told the truth. It is supervised ROR, guys. It's like I read the stuff.
Call in every week and be like, still here. The state attorney asked to increase the restraining order from 500 feet to 1,000 feet.
Yeah, because they don't trust him. Oh, thank you, Ann Castillas.
Why would they do that? I'll tell you why. Because they know Target 2 is less than 1,000 feet from the nearest Scientology building. They literally showed their hand right there in court. Your Honor, the only reason they asked for the 500-foot restraining order in the first place, as opposed to just a normal restraining order, is to keep me from protesting in front of the Fort Harrison Hotel. Now they asked for 1,000-foot in order to keep me from protesting at Target 2, which is at the intersection of Chestnut and Court in downtown Clearwater. And the judge said, no, I'm not doing that. No. And then they said, you're wrong.
She didn't talk like that.
Can we put the defendant on a GPS monitor? And she's like, no, we're not going to do that either.
I don't know why not. But that's money. That costs money. Well, actually, Aaron has to pay for that.
And she said, you know why? Because I'm not coming back here and listening to you guys argue about whether he was 497 feet away from the building or 501 feet away from the building. And she goes, because I'm sure Scientology is already measuring exactly how many feet away from their buildings that he is. They've got cameras everywhere. She said that. So, let's see. Yeah, we need a buffer zone around me. We absolutely need a buffer zone.
Yeah, we need a buffer zone around Aaron. Maybe he should smell better.
Around me. And, that's what I want to do, guys. That's what I feel is right. That's what I feel is right. That's what I feel is the best way to go. It's also what I feel is the best call to action that will help get as many people down there with me as possible.
No, it should be to get as many people protesting Scientology as possible, Aaron. It's not about you. It's not about you.
I need your help. I need your protection. I need someone willing to at least...
I need your help. I need your protection.
Stand between me and anyone who might be trying to make physical contact with me.
That's a bodyguard. Go pay somebody. Again, he's recruiting his cult members to do unpaid work for him and literally possibly catch a charge for him because he's Aaron.
What do you guys think about that? You guys think this is a good way to proceed? Yeah. Oh, by the way, you want to talk about absolute unhinged lunatics. Did you guys know nasty Nora Ames, or as I like to call her, patient 0 for the norovirus?
Oh, here we go. Oh, no, guys, here we go. Nasty Nora Ames. That's a new one. Patient 0 for the norovirus, which, by the way, is deadly, and you are infected.
She sent an email to my lawyer.
Which I read. I read it.
A long email to my lawyer telling him what a terrible, mean person I am.
No, that's not what I said. I read it yesterday.
What is it with Nora being bent on destruction?
Oh, he's talking about the email I sent today. Please hold. I'll bring it up. Yeah, I sent one yesterday, which I read. Okay. And we'll do it again. Why not? Fuck it. We'll read both emails again today because Aaron can't stop lying. I sent this on December 8th and I read it. Let's go. There we go. I need that in a separate box here. And then I need this one in a separate box. Oh, did it just change it? Okay. Fucking. Let's share this. Guys, we'll do it again. We'll do it live. Because he's so stupid that he doesn't remember. Okay, perfect. I have both of them. All right. So this is the email that I sent on the 8th, 2 days ago. Okay. Dear Mr. Theophilopoulos. Hello, my name is Nora Ames. Not nasty Nora Ames. And it's Mrs. Ames if you're nasty. I would encourage you to look at the online behavior of your client, Aaron Smith-Levin, upon his release from jail. He is tanking his entire case. Aaron thinks that none of his actions have consequences. I have known Aaron for 30 years. He has a publicly shown and proven pattern of harming women. He is married. He has had multiple partners publicly. He was with one woman for 4 years, telling her he was divorcing Heather, claiming they were in an open relationship, all while sleeping in the same bed as his wife and continuing to have sex with her as well. He impregnated this mistress and pressured her into an abortion. Then he dumped her for Jenna. Jenna, too, became pregnant a few months ago. I have to reshare here. Hang on. And we're going to go back. And because my thing is messing up. It always does this when I share something like this. Okay. Then he dumped her for Jenna. Jenna, too, became pregnant a few months ago. Aaron read that out loud on his second YouTube live here, this one, and said, yeah, that happened. Jenna was pregnant a few months ago with no emotion, empathy, or love. He said, I don't want children. Neither does she. He has 3 kids that reportedly don't want anything to do with him. He was uninvited to Thanksgiving, then grifted money from his audience on a non-sanctioned live phone call from prison, crying about how Scientology stole Christmas from him. He physically abused his first girlfriend. He threw a woman on camera against a wall in LA, which he admits to. And multiple times, he has gotten physical with Jenna, another fact he admitted to on his own live stream twice. Oh, thank you, Emma. I need to send it to the Florida State Attorney. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute here. He is a dangerous, narcissistic sociopath. That's not saying he's so mean. This is very direct. Who will weave a tale about me, the likes of which you have never heard in the greatest of fiction. I implore you to do your due diligence about your client and see who you're attempting to represent. It is not who he says he is. He shows you clearly who he is in these videos. And then this was the first video that he personally made after his release. In it, he makes light of the time spent in jail, says he enjoyed it, and it was no big deal. Okay? Jenna Miscavige and her efforts are the only reason you were retained. He spent 2+ hours yesterday trying to defame, demean, destroy, and harm Jenna and her reputation. Jenna did a live reaction to the video where she details the abuse he has inflicted on her for the past 2 years and that they had a physical altercation battery earlier this year and again that morning. Yesterday in the hotel, which he fully admits to on this video. Today, he made yet another defamatory, demeaning video about another woman. If you have any other questions or want to follow up with me, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now, let me show you the one I sent this morning because what was the result of my email? Oh, he took down the video and then he had talk with Jenna and she took down her video, right? It was like a little, okay, if you take down yours, I'll take down mine. I don't think Jenna should have had to take down her video. That was honest reaction to abuse. But he will only do it if you reciprocate because telling the truth about him is not allowed. Is not allowed. Okay. Now, I sent another email this morning. Yes, I did. At 6:20 a.m. I woke up and I couldn't sleep. So I finished, I was going to do this last night. Anyway, doesn't matter. That's when I did it. Here's the email I sent this morning. Hello again. This is Nora Ames. Thank you for showing my email to your client. I understand that with attorney-client privilege, you will not contact me or confirm or deny any such communication. Aaron did remove the video about Jenna, not the video that he made after coming out of jail. Jenna also removed her video. Disturbingly, not the video he made about Liz Gale, or more specifically about her husband. In this video, which I will post the transcript below, he accuses Liz's husband of rape, claiming that he is having sex with multiple women in their town. I am sure as an attorney, you understand the serious repercussions of falsely accusing someone of rape. There were no such accusations about Liz's husband. There was no police report or incident where Liz and or her husband were at the police station in any such matter. To inflame this situation, as you see from the end of the transcript I have provided, and please watch from the 9-minute mark so you can hear your client make these accusations, Aaron states his commitment to keep these defaming statements coming. It is one thing to say something falsely. It is another entirely to commit to a campaign of purposely trying to destroy someone's reputation and have them fired from work. Yesterday, Aaron wanted to make sure that he had Liz's husband's name correctly spelled for this campaign. His actions are becoming more dangerous and more erratic daily. As a survivor of Scientology, I can 100% tell you that the spy division of Scientology has people dedicated to Aaron's channel as well as all the other channels that talk about Scientology, even the ones no one has ever heard of. They are the singularly most destructive and litigious organization on planet Earth. any moment of Aaron speaking on the internet that they can use to destroy his character, they will. This video and the one he did on the release, his release, will be played in court. Not because I have sent them to the prosecutor, which Aaron will no doubt accuse me of, which I haven't, but because having spent 26 years inside and being fed their poison on a daily basis, I remember exactly what and who they are. Once again, I implore you to get your client to do the right thing. You are not his mother and neither am I. Full disclosure, I have done several videos myself fully showing Aaron's abuse. After knowing him for 30 years and falling prey to his abuse, verbal only, I too had to break away from him and have been battling him now for a year on the internet. I stuck up for Jenna in January when she first revealed the abuse Aaron had inflicted upon her, and I stuck up for her again when she again told the world about even more abuse 3 days ago. Personally, I feel he is an increasing danger to himself and those around him, especially women. I have indicated to him that those public communications will continue. I see this situation as two entirely separate matters. His legal struggle is real. I am sure you fully understand that as his lawyer, and especially after watching the video that is still up on his channel in regards to the chalk incident. I am not your client, so I appreciate you reading any of this. I've also indicated that I fully intend, if necessary, to send the same exact email I sent you previously, the one I just read, to the prosecutor. Not because I want Scientology to win, as will be assumed. I want an abuser to be stopped. He can either stop himself or the law will do that for him. Again, thank you for your time. Below is the video and transcript. So I linked the video and then I linked the transcript from the 9-minute mark. I pasted it. Hopefully that was actually readable later. So, yeah. And guys, make no mistake, Aaron has not taken that video down. He thinks it's totally fine to falsely accuse someone of the hard R, to try and wage a campaign because Liz is daring to speak out, is daring to say, no, you're not going to continue to abuse people. But, you know, if you take those down, then maybe I might think about it. Maybe I might. Fuck you. You're an abuser. You're being held accountable. Okay? That's what's occurring right now. You're not in the position to negotiate. Okay? And let's not forget. Let's just watch that clip here. Okay? Because these are Aaron Smith-Levin's words. These are not my words or actions. These are his words and actions that he thinks is not going to cause him legal trouble, that this is not going to cause him to have a case. Liz Gill has a case. Okay? I want you guys, I'm going to make this in a way because I want you guys to see his face when he says this stuff, because his face is important in this one. Ready? Here we go.
The thing would be to expect for things to be anything other than messy.
Oh, sorry. Let me put it back at regular. Sorry.
Okay. And so Jenna and I both thought we were both on board for this reality TV show, obviously.
Right. Yeah. No, Jenna got offered a reality TV show. Not you. Nobody wants you for anything. You're just the fucking, dick. Literally.
That's not going to happen now. But here's the real reason. Guys, those were just the appetizers. Are you ready for the main event?
Look how excited he is to say this. It's the main event.
Are you ready for the main course? You ready for the entree?
Psyching himself up to be discussed.
The main reason I cannot believe Liz Gale is stupid enough to wade into the personal issues of me and Jenna Miscavige.
The personal issues that you have monetized on your channel for clickbait, donations, etc.,
and make content about it on the internet.
As a content creator, crazy to make content about things that are relevant. Odd.
And criticize and patronize and moralize.
Because she's a good person?
Is that...
That's when you know it's going to get bad.
Liz Gale's husband runs around in their little town in Oregon and cheats on her over and over and over again.
That's bad enough right there. You could have just stopped right there. That's a lie. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But it doesn't. He doesn't.
With pretty much any woman that he can find to cheat on her with.
Oh, you mean like you do with Heather? That you've done on your wife of 23 years? Heather? Your wife? The woman you're married to? This man having the brass peanuts to call out anyone else for infidelity is caucasity level infinity. Literally, this man cannot be by himself. He cannot not have his penis in a vagina.
And Liz Gale has been constantly publicly humiliated in her community.
Absolutely false.
In the Facebook groups that exist in her community.
Does anybody care about Facebook? Also false.
One of these women, at least one of these women.
This is also not anything that occurred.
Recently accused Liz Gale's husbands of rape.
None of that happened. None of that happened. None of that happened. A woman on Facebook posted a picture of a man outside of her building and was like, am I safe? And Liz Gale's husband's coworker was like, who's a woman, is like, oh yeah, I work with him. He's fine. Like, he's there doing things, as part of a job. You're fine. No accusations of rape. Then the lady was like, oh, okay. That was it. And then when, guys, this is how shit gets fucked up, because this is not a conversation that Liz and Aaron had. Okay. This is something that, ladies, this is truth. You talk to your bestie about something, right? And the chances of your bestie telling their spouse, partner, or whatever, very high on them revealing this secret that you've just, sworn them to secrecy with. It's super high that their spouse knows. Jenna's relaying of this story to Aaron somehow added in an entire rape charge that didn't exist. And now Aaron thinks he has a gotcha on Liz Gale, which doesn't exist at all. At all. But he's going to say it like it's a fact because Aaron knows how the internet works. Right? If you just repeat stuff often enough, it becomes truth. Right? It just becomes truth. So he just says it to try and and what's the purpose of this statement? What's the purpose of all this shenanigans? Is it to expose an abuser? Like, oh God, maybe Liz should break free from this guy. This sounds like a terrible situation. Who would want their friend to be married, to somebody like that? Oh, what's this? Oh, I'm getting messages from my thing here. What's my personal? Okay, so I will address this in a second here. I have your question now. Cult audit. Thank you. I will address it in a second. I will actually address your question in a second here. Cult audit. My mod screenshotted. I didn't see it. And I will get to that. Now I'm distracted by your question. I would be honest, but let me just finish. You can't just say things like this. That wasn't the purpose of it. The purpose of it was to get Liz to do what? To shut up. To stop bringing awareness and accountability about this man. It's to shame, to silence, and to psychologically harm yet another woman on the internet. Okay? Let's finish because it gets worse.
And her husband had to go down to and I think it was said, that the woman had accused him of rape.
No. No one accused him of that.
It was questionable whether she had actually gone to the police or not.
No, nobody went to the police because there was no incident.
Liz even had to go accompany her husband.
No one went to the police station.
Down to the police station to find out if a police report had actually been filed or not.
This is all just fabrication. This is like this is his wet dream fantasy. That there is another human being out there that is more disgusting than he is. Hey, Pippi, thank you for becoming a member. Right? Like, what? This is all, like, you can see, he's just making this shit up. Look at his face. He's just making it up.
To the best of my recollection,
your recollection of a third-hand conversation that your girlfriend told you post-coitus about dirty, dirty details that you want to have to use as future blackmail, possibly against people, because that's why else talk about this?
I think they found no evidence of the report actually having been filed.
Oh, so there was no evidence of a report having been filed, but I'm going to relay this whole story as if it happened.
Liz Gale, God damn, that house you live in is made of so much glass.
Really, Aaron? Et tu, Brute?
How dare you try to turn my and Jenna's,
again, going to use Jenna as a human meat shield here,
personal lives.
The 2.5-hour stream that you did, intimidating, demeaning, demoralizing, degrading, defaming your girlfriend that was publicly available on your fucking channel, monetized, grifting money, allowing your audience to psychologically diagnose her and degrade her as well. Almost 900 comments shitting all over her.
Into your own source of entertainment and monetization.
Are you just mad that people listen to us do breakdowns of your completely sociopathic, narcissistic behavior and are starting to realize, hot dog, I was in a cult.
And you're acting like, oh, I'm Team Jenna. I'm Team Jenna. Oh, I'm sure you are. Jenna hates your fucking guts. And
first of all, you're not a spokesperson for Jenna. You don't get to say what Jenna even likes to have for fucking dinner, you piece of shit. Okay? You're not part of it. She dumped your ass very publicly.
And you know it. It's actually incredibly manipulative.
It's manipulative. Guys, I'm totally not hungover. Manipulative.
For you to try to come out and try to be the white knight for someone who you personally tried to sabotage and undermine out of nothing but petty, jealous spite.
If anyone has one stitch, one moment, one word of evidence where Elizabeth Gale undermined anybody in this community, please send it my way, because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. This is like, this is not real. This is not real life. This is not anywhere plausible. He's so drunk here, guys. I'm sorry. This is a person who, upon immediate release from jail, did not run into the arms of his wife, no, or his children, no. He went out drinking with his buddies and got smashed because his wife and children don't even want to see him. And then, after he was super drunk, he went and picked up his former mistress, Jenna, transported her to his home to just lay down with him. Had sex multiple times, cuddled her all night, held her hand all the way back while he was driving her to the hotel. Such a gentleman. And then fucked her over because he just needed a fuck. After 22 days of no fucking, he just needed a fuck. And there's a difference, guys. If he had, given Jenna a booty call you know, and just been like, hey, you up? And just said outright, hey, listen, we're broken up. It's fucked up. Our relationship is fucked up, but I need a fuck. I would like to, can we just like hate fuck each other for a night? Just get it out. Just fuck it out. And if Jenna would have been like, okay, I'm down to clown, that's all good. That's called consent. Two consenting adults understanding that they're just there to fuck it out and then go on with their lives. Totally fine. No shame. Totally fine. Sincerely. But that's not what he did. He sucked her in. Can you just come lay with me? I'm just so lonely. And then proceeded to make her feel as if this relationship was blooming again. And then he has the brass peanuts to try and be upset that women point out that that is fucking bullshit. I'm not bringing his kids into this. He's bringing his kids into this. And also, 2 of his children are adults. He has 1 minor child who is a junior in high school. So let's all calm the fuck down. Okay? I'm not talking about toddlers here. Okay? And I'm not naming his children. Okay? He's the one mentioning them. Let's be real. Like, that's the type of guy that we're dealing with here. We're not dealing with some innocent guy who's a good guy who now we're like, I wonder what he likes to do in bed. I don't want to know. That would be making clickbait about him. Making penis pics and shit. Oh, am I boring? Thanks, Georgia. Thanks for coming over to tell me that you were watching me, but I'm boring. Well, you can keep on scrolling. See ya later, scrolling.
Because you're a clout chasing, pick me girl. You're a 40-something-year-old woman.
Aaron, you're 40 fucking 5. Shut the fuck up.
Stuck in a 13-year-old girl's mindset.
He's just so angry.
And there's nothing you will not do to just dredge up drama. And you know what? That might work if you were a fucking saint, but you're not. I remember a video she did recently talking about how horrible it was that, what did she try to do? She tried to say something about how she was at least trying, she was denigrating me in some way. She was denigrating me in some way in relation to my kids, my daughters, and maybe the example that I'm setting for my daughters.
Yeah, it's a horrific example. They are going to need so much therapy. You are not a good person. If anyone, honestly, can look at the history of this man that is publicly available, not even diving in further, the public history of this man fucking hookers and doing blow in Colombia, having an affair with a fucking fan in Los Angeles while covering a rape trial, and then subsequently getting in a physical altercation with that fan and throwing her against a wall in public, having a mistress for 4 years who he conned into thinking that he was leaving his wife, they had an open relationship, that he was madly in love with her, etc., physical many times with her, then dumping that mistress for the niece of the church, the head of the Church of Scientology, for fucking clout, and abused her straight up for 2 years straight. Is this the man that you want raising your daughters? Is this the guy that you want to be modeling what a man looks like to a woman or anyone? Give me a break.
In my life or whatever. And she's like, I'm raising my kids to at least not be an asshole.
Yeah, that's the bare minimum in raising children.
I think she was talking about how she thinks I'm an asshole when I protest. And it's like,
no, we just think you're an asshole because you're an asshole. The protesting makes it worse.
You're going to denigrate me by talking.
No, that's not denigration. That's stating facts about you, Aaron. The fact is, you are a dangerous sociopath, narcissist.
And try to compare me and how I protest Scientology to the example you're setting for your 3 sons that you're raising, when your fucking husband is out there cheating with every woman he can find.
No, that's not a fact. You're out there cheating with every woman you can find. And when they don't reciprocate, you, in a drunken rage, call them a cunt.
In your tiny little community and making a fool and an embarrassment out of you. What kind of example is your husband setting for your sons?
A great example of a hardworking, loving, caring man who, when weird shit happens, has a conversation privately in his home that he owns with his wife. And they work out how they're going to support each other through insanity, like this man trying to turn in an audience of 250,000 people against one woman so that she won't tell the truth about him.
Liz, what kind of example is your husband setting for your sons? Liz. So go ahead, Liz. Continue to make internet content about my personal life.
Oh, sure.
And then you can apologize to your husband.
You mean the assaults that you've committed on various women that we're not going to stop talking about? Absolutely. Because you don't deserve any privilege. None. You don't deserve to get to hide behind your cheap Amazon black button downs and your fucking little wood studio wall, okay? And hide behind a fucking foundation that is a shell, in my opinion, a shell corporation as a funnel to your for-profit YouTube page. You don't get to hide behind that and continue to abuse people.
Husband for why I will make content about your guys' personal life.
And here's the difference. Liz's husband is not on her channel. He's not a character in the show. He's a private citizen who has full rights guaranteed in the Constitution to privacy. And you are violating that constitutional right, Aaron, and that's a threat. That's a threat.
Okay? Because that's how this works. If you can give it, then I'm assuming you can take it, right?
That doesn't sound rapey at all, right? Not culty, not rapey at all, right?
Liz, I'm assuming you can take it. So just send this video to your husband and say, look at this horrible monster talking about our personal business on the internet.
I would guarantee, I would bet all of the money in my bank account, guys, which is really not a lot of money right now, I'll be honest with you. There is a 0% chance that Aaron Smith-Levin would have anything but pee running down his leg if he dared to square up to Liz Gale's husband in real life, who I have met, who is taller, more handsome, does have very good hair, and much stronger than Aaron. Aaron would feel like a little tiny, insignificant speck next to that actual man. Do you think that Aaron Smith-Levin, if he wasn't sitting in his little fucking poshy posh studio in his house all by himself in Clearwater, Florida, you think he'd have the balls to come 3,000 miles to Oregon to say that to Liz's husband's face? I think he'd cry like a little bitch. I think he would cry like a little bitch baby. Because Liz's husband is a real man. And I mean that in the kindest, way possible. He would literally shit his pants. Literally. Shit. Diarrhea.
And hopefully he will say, well, why is this guy talking about me and our relationship? I hope you're honest enough to him to say, maybe it's because I keep talking about him and his relationship.
I'm not going to speak for Liz's husband and his thoughts, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't care about you one iota. But legal action can happen, and that's going to fuck you right in the asshole.
Even though he used to be my friend, I used to pretend that he was my friend.
Again, you're telling yourself a story. We all thought we were your friend, Aaron. We all thought you were actually cared about ending Scientology and that, you were a good person, and you're a fucking con man, just like David Miscavige, just like Lafayette. You are a cult leader who is hell-bent on singular power for yourself, absolute control, and doing whatever you think is fine, even if it's illegal.
And then his ex-girlfriend used to be my friend, and I used to pretend like she was my best friend, and I thought she was my best friend.
Liz really did think that she and Jenna were best friends. Again, not all the things you think are real. And that really sucks, especially when you actually care about somebody.
But then I got involved in their relationship. It's my fault. I hope you just tell your husband.
Oh, but that's something that Aaron never says. Everyone else should go accept responsibility for things they absolutely haven't done that in his imaginary brain space are real, but never Aaron accepting responsibility.
I'm sorry, it's my fault. I'm sorry, it's my fault. I'll stop. Because if you stop, I'll stop, Liz.
See, if you stop, I'll stop. So Liz talking about facts that you put out on the internet, that's not okay. But you making up false, slanderous, libelous things on the internet about Liz's husband, totally okay. Look at this face. Does that scream sincerity? Does that scream like, absolutely, I won't ever do anything like this again? No, he's a fucking lying maniac. Look at him. That is the face of a maniac. He's riding the white pony. I have no idea if Aaron is using illicit drugs at this time or not.
I can do this shit all day long, and you know it.
Can you? This video is only 17 minutes. I feel like your stamina's down.
So my business, as usual, is talking about Scientology. I'm going to do that
Are you?
99.9% of the time. But I'll make time for you, Liz.
Look how happy he is about that. I'll make time for you, Liz.
I'll make time for you and your husband. I'll do it. I'll do it. I've got a lot of time in the day. I'm out of jail. I'm not in a relationship anymore. I got all the time in the fucking world, Liz.
Yeah. Just look at how gleeful he is about trying to destroy a woman on the internet for simply standing up for someone she still has care for in her heart. Thank you so much, Angie, for donating a membership in Groom's Pups. Got it. Thank you so much. Are you joking? Are you joking?
So you want to party? Let's party.
Oh, guys, isn't that what he said right before he threw the chalk? Yeah, it is.
Hey, give my best to your husband.
Give my best to your husband. I would pay so much money, honestly, to see Liz's husband and Aaron Smith-Levin square up like in a ring. You guys, that would be amazing. Where am I? I got lost. Oh, God, we still have to finish this thing. Okay. Let's finish it. Finish it!
It's so weird, right? Like, she doesn't do anything positive at all. She doesn't do anything positive. She just tears people down.
I don't do anything positive ever, guys. Never. I'm negative Nora. Negative. Negatory.
On the internet. And after Nora and Liz have been trying to make a circus out of my and Jenna's, relationship recently, and I fully admit me and Jenna made a circus out of it as well. And I don't...
Oh, you did? So I'm making a circus of your circus? Are you mad because I'm copying you? What's the problem?
Begrudge people on the internet from commenting about my and Jenna's drama, but I do begrudge people who used to pretend to be our friends for doing it. So
No. I didn't pretend to be your friend, you Moob Master 5000. I was your friend. I was your staunchest friend. I forgave you 1,000,000 deaths. Okay? I forgave you 1,000,000 crimes. I put my body on the line, my fucking whole channel, everything for you. Why? Because I thought you were my friend. And you never, in the 30 years that we have collectively known each other, not for one moment, were my friend. What is the proof of that? Okay, before YouTube, before all this stuff, when Aaron was under the radar, it was all top secret, like Marty revealed, we were talking all the time. And we would talk about Scientology, and I would, try and help him to understand why it's not a good thing and things like that. And we would debate it, and we'd do all this stuff. every time there was a hurricane anywhere near Clearwater, I immediately texted him and said, are you and Heather and the girls okay? Because that's what a friend does. On his birthday, happy birthday. On the holidays, happy holidays. Aaron doesn't know when my birthday is, nor does he care. When there was a fire near my house while I was pregnant, a mile from my home, did he text me to see if I was okay? No. Has he ever texted to see if I'm okay after being torn down by a psychological terrorist for hours on the internet? No. No. It took me a long time, guys, to realize that this human being, this sack of a, this meat sack calling itself a human being, was never my friend. And that the good that I thought I saw in him, the good that I thought existed inside this hollow shell of a human being, was actually absent. That made me incredibly sad, because I had dedicated so much of my personal time, effort, love, allegiance, loyalty to a complete fraudulent psychopath. And I'm always negative. Yeah. A lot of that negativity was at your behest and request and, initiation and encouragement. And I have all of the texts and group chats to prove that. You are a psycho who is masquerading as an altruistic person who's the leader of this movement, SPTV, his movement, who's he wants to be David Miscavige's biggest nightmare. Honey, you are David Miscavige. You are David Miscavige's best friend. You are David Miscavige's twin. You're not his nightmare. You're exactly what he could be if he didn't have to pretend to give a shit about running Scientology. You're just inspiration for more cruelty from him. Right? I have talked about that very frankly. I have done a lot of mea culpas about my involvement in propping up this complete narcissistic sociopath. I will own that. I have apologized. I will apologize again. I apologize. I take full responsibility for every hour of video that I made to prop up this piece of shit. And it's hard to come to that conclusion, guys. That's a lot of fucking therapy and crying and ice cream and other shit to be able to sit here comfortably in my skin and say, this man is a danger. He was a danger to me. He's a danger to every woman around him, in my opinion. And he is a danger to accomplishing anything in regards to bringing awareness and the ending of Scientology. Okay? And all he can say about me is that I'm negative. Truth is truth. Truth is not positive. Truth is not negative. It is not happy. It doesn't have an emotion. It doesn't have a gender. It just is. It just is. Okay? The fact that this man cannot reflect on any portion of his own life and take responsibility for mistakes, for harming people, for abuse, for crimes, speaks volumes. Speaks volumes. Okay?
Since Nora and Liz have been, making mine and Jenna's relationship into their own personal entertainment circus, I decided to...
Guys, it's not an entertainment circus. As you can see here, I'm not mocking the relationship. I believe 100% Jenna was madly in love with him, and she may still have a lot of love in her heart for him. I don't know. We aren't friends. This isn't about Jenna. This is about yet another woman in a series of women who Aaron has conned into believing that A, he has human emotions, B, that he is capable of love and empathy, okay? And that he cares about anything other than himself. And not only did he mentally and psychologically and verbally abuse these women over a course of a long time, except for Juliana, that was only a little bit, but still, it doesn't matter. Time quantity makes it worse. But also lied about his relationship with his wife, that they're in an open relationship, that he's getting divorced. He's been getting divorced for 5 years. It's not that hard. You go fill out the paperwork, you file it, you serve the other party, you go to court, you say, we want to be divorced. And then that's it. That's it. And then the judge says, okay, and you decide on custody and child support and division of assets. And then you got to wait like 5 months while it just goes through the courts. It's already approved. And then the final judgment comes back and voila, you're divorced. It's really not that complicated. And you can do it for free. If you're so fucking cheap, you don't want to hire a lawyer, you just fill out the paperwork yourself. Okay? Like, it's not that hard, but he refuses to do it. And the excuse of, well, our kids are young and like, oh, you know, bullshit. Your kids are all practically grown. Okay? This is about control. Control of the narrative, control of his image, control of everything. Yes, you're right. Even at the time of the Juliana incident, I disagreed publicly about him throwing her into the wall. And I'll tell you what, when I watched the video, that was my honest assessment at the time. Doing the live with Aaron where we went over the security footage and he said, yeah, that's me. I threw her. That was my first big wake-up call. That A, he did throw her, which I didn't think was actual. I thought it was just, you know, like, okay, no, oh, hey, like, no, thank you. But he says he threw her. And the fact that that wasn't a big deal for him and that that wasn't something that no one should ever do was awful. So, yeah, I had that wrong. You know, a lot of people on the internet were right. I was wrong about that. Okay.
To return the favor to Liz. You'd think that for someone whose entire personality on the internet is talking shit about people, she could take it a little bit as well. So yesterday, Liz asked me if I would take down my video, and I'm like, sure, I'd be happy to. Take down your videos about me, and I'll take down your videos about you.
So yesterday, Liz asked him, take down the video of me. And he said, if you know, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
And she goes, you have to make a public apology to my husband. I go, no, I don't.
I want you to see his face. I want you to see this man's stupid face right now while he's admitting that he was, again, the state attorney asked him, just like tone it down. Like, just don't go out there. We really don't want to make this into a thing. Refusal. Liz says, can you just take down the video? Can you make an apology to my husband? And, you know, I'll be happy to take my things down. Like, Liz was even willing to reciprocate, according to this story. Okay, fine. Publicly apologize to my husband.
His relationship into their own personal entertainment circus. I decided to return the favor to Liz. You'd think that for someone whose entire personality on the internet is talking
God, he really looks bad.
Shit about people, she could take it a little bit as well.
That's not Liz's entire personality.
So yesterday, Liz asked me if I would take down my video, and I'm like, sure, I'd be happy to. Take down your videos about me, and I'll take down your videos about you.
God, is he really talking that fast, or do I have it really sped up? No, he's really talking very fast.
And she goes, you have to make a public apology to my husband. I go, no.
Look at that. Without even missing a beat. No.
No, I don't. You and Nora literally slander me every day on.
Oh, no, honey. Reviewing your actions and words that you actually did and recorded yourself doing and monetize your own criminal behavior, that's not slander. I would love for you to contact a lawyer and play my video talking about your video and then be like, it's slander. They're like, sir, that's you throwing chalk. That's literally you throwing chalk. I know. Look at the moobs. I should send him one of my bras. It's not, I mean, listen, I know I'm fat. That's why I don't film myself like that. Like, why would you do that?
On YouTube, and all I did was give you a little bit of your own medicine.
I just gave you your own medicine. Don't you like it? That's not rapey either. That's not like totally rapey.
Except what I said wasn't slander. What I said was just sharing what you told Jenna Miscavige.
Again, see, he's admitting that Jenna relayed something to him, and now he's going to tell it. And now he's going to tell it. And it wasn't what she may or may not have said to Jenna. That is slander. It is libelous and slander if you don't have receipts. Do you have receipts? Do you have a police report? You have any evidence that they were ever at a jail to inquire about a police report? Physical evidence that you can show? No?
2 months ago. And she goes, okay, I guess we'll go to war then. I said, all right, let's go to war. I don't give a shit.
Right. I don't give a shit.
Tell your husband I said hi.
Invoking the husband again. Is that because you have a wife, but she fucking can't stand you? And Liz has a loving husband who enjoys her company and they sleep in the same bed? He's just so jealous.
So anyway, those two lunatics will do what they're going to do. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on with business as normal. I'm not going to let them hijack. I'm not going to let them, hijack my channel and cause me to switch my focus onto those two nut jobs.
Oh, I'm not. I don't care what the fuck you talk about. I will not rest, Aaron Smith-Levin. As I have told you, this is my pledge to you. This is my pledge to you, you deranged bald leprechaun, that I will spend as much time as humanly possible to show the world how absolutely deranged, narcissistic, sociopathic, culty you are, until your name does not appear alongside any search for Scientology, because you, I will tell my wife, sir, should have nothing to do with that, because you are the anti-example of what should happen after you leave a cult. You are literally the world's worst example of humaning right now. The only thing, in my opinion, that you could do that would lower yourself further is volunteer to join ICE, which at this point you might consider, actually, because they're pretty much hiring anybody. And when nobody watches you anymore because they will not look past the fact that you are a narcissistic, sociopathic, predominant, self-admitted abuser of women, you might have to get another job. Thank you for becoming a member, Susan. I appreciate it.
But just so you guys know, that's where it stands. Nora literally wrote a giant email to my lawyer.
Yes, I did.
And of course, my lawyer sent it to me and is like, looks like the fucking lunatics are coming out of the woodwork. And I said,
oh, I'm sure he didn't say that. I'm positive a lawyer didn't say that. Or maybe he did. And maybe the lawyer is just as sleazy as Aaron, which is why, But guys, like I said, anyone can contact Aaron's lawyer. He's a public guy. Oh, right. It's theolaw.com. Theolaw.com. Go check it out. This is Aaron's lawyer. Go check it out. And feel free. Do what you want. Oh, I'm a lunatic. I'm a lunatic for bringing awareness about a self-proclaimed, self-admitted abuser of multiple women. Yes. I will take that. I'll take that title all day. Thank you. If that's lunacy, to bring awareness about this guy who is literally self-admitted abuser, self-admitted batterer of multiple women, who wants to prop himself up Oh, people, the chat's getting wild. I love it. I love it. Bring it in. Bring in the trolls. Bring in the abuser simps. Guys, you know what I love about these comments? First of all, the internet is forever, dum-dums. And when you go with your even if it's a burner account or whatever, that can still be traced back to you. And when the internet does what the internet does and finds the people who are propping up abusers and who commit abuse in public, you know what happens is that y'all find out. You fuck around on the internet and you say bullshit to women like me and prop up abusers like this guy. And then you think, oh, I'm just on the internet saying things. It doesn't matter. Guys, it's 2025. There was a woman on TikTok. I have to pull it up. I have to pull up the TikTok here. Please hold. I'm just on an ADHD hole here, but we're gonna. Please hold. I'm gonna play you this TikTok here. Okay. If you guys think that people don't track what you're saying on the internet and they can't find you, please observe this woman.
So a couple days ago, you left a comment under somebody's comment section. Do you remember that? Right?
It wasn't even her video. This man commented on her comment on someone else's video.
Chance. It was regarding Tennessee, District 7. Yeah, well, John, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I was that person that you commented under.
You don't know me, I don't know you, but I'm the lady that you commented under.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Crazy world. But I just wanted you to know, you see how easy I found you?
You see how easy I found you? You see how easy it was to find you, John?
It's not cool, right?
She drove 3 hours to.
Yeah, that's not the whole. I'm trying to find like this.
I think this is the right building.
Yeah. This is the full video.
I think this is his car. All right. Let's see how this goes.
Literally drove 3 hours. 3 hours.
Hello. I'm looking for a mic. Does a mic work here?
Yeah.
Can I speak to him?
Sure.
So, a couple days ago, you left a comment. Evan? Yeah, well, John, you don't know me, I don't know you, but I was that person that you commented under. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Crazy world.
Yeah.
But I just wanted you to know, you see how easy I found you? It's not cool, right?
No.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you the opportunity and
So, I don't even know what this man said. Apparently, it was bad enough that this woman felt like she wanted an apology from this guy. For real. Okay?
apologize, or I'm going to show your wife the ground account I found.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
How do you feel about that?
See, he didn't say I don't have a Grindr account. He has a Grindr account. Okay? So when you are on the internet and you just think you can fuck around and say whatever you want and do things like accusing someone's husband of rape and you're not going to find out, think again. Think again.
I said, oh yeah, she's a special one. He goes, I know.
Yeah. His lawyer thinks I'm special, guys. His lawyer should also know that I am a 49-year-old Greek lesbian. And as a Greek man, I think he knows what that means.
Oh, can you believe it? Can you believe it? I think Nora actually said, oh my God, no, I want to say this.
Oh, okay.
Nora yesterday complained that her big complaint about me, the reason I'm so dangerous, is that I'm the main source of Scientology information on the internet.
No, that's not why you're dangerous. See, he can't even, he needs to write a script. That's not what I said.
And it's like, Nora, do you know, if you have a problem with that, do you know what you could do?
What can I do?
Also be a major source of information about Scientology.
Oh, you mean like all the videos I have made and put up that are on this channel for your watching enjoyment about Scientology's crimes? Absolutely, I've done that. Yes. It's like I'm doing that also. But also, Aaron, no one should be coming to you for anything. No one should use you as a resource ever. Yes, lesbian is a Greek word. You are correct.
On the internet. But instead of just trying to do that, you just try to tear other people down.
Oh, no, I don't have to tear you down, honey. You're doing that all by yourself. Oh, Sandy, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Who got one? Kipenzi. Mrs. J got one. Hey, Mrs. J. Radical something. I'm so sorry. And Lemon Curd and PK from AK. Well, hello. Thank you. Thank you for getting some memberships today, guys. Awesome sauce.
And that's why nobody watches you, because you're unwatchable.
No, guys, did you know that all 531 of you in here who have been here for basically the whole 2 hours are nobody? You're nobody? You're nobody? And people could go, well, Nora, that's only 5,000 people. This video already has 8,000 views. Excuse me. He has 253,000 subscribers. This is the channel that I moved all of my Scientology content to. I didn't keep it on the channel with the 13,000 subscribers. I moved it over here to the one with less than 1,300 subscribers. And as of right now, let's just, we'll do it live. Where is it? As of right now, I'm going to refresh my page. We are up to 1,000. Wow! Almost 1,900 subscribers, guys. I have literally, since putting all my Scientology content here, relaunching this channel, and dedicating it to Scientology, and now we're on kind of a side quest here, talking about AA Ron Hubbard, we have grown over 400 subscribers. I have over a third of my audience currently watching alive. This man, what's the percentage, guys? Can someone who's good at math help me? 253, what's 8,000? We'll just ask Siri. What percentage is 8,665 out of 253,000? 3.42%. Who's failing at YouTube? It's not me. It's not me. Because my last video, guys, just to do a little braggadociousness, okay, yesterday's video, 9,492 views. The one before that, 9,681. When I called in to the Public Works, 1,136, 9,296 ones on the, when Aaron and Jenna dropped their fucking videos that day. Okay. 197 comments, right? When I did the data leak, 1,799. Okay. The hack, 1,200. The other time I called the Board of Public Works, 2,171. Okay, guys, I think, and we grew this, guys. When it started out, the first video that I posted, the first live that I did on here was about my personal legal struggles. Okay, actually, no, it was my major announcement video. That was 511 views. The next one, Scientology wages war on Florida protests, right? 971. Then I talked about my case with Mr. D'Amato. I had an interview with my lawyer, only 210 views. Okay. Then I did a legal statement and then, more stuff. And there you go. That's called organic growth. That's called, building a channel, right? This man wants to sit there with his 250,000 subscribers and tell me that I suck when he can't even get 5% of his audience to tune in for him to shit on me. Wild. Absolutely wilding. Absolutely wilding. Let's finish this up.
Because you're so negative You're so hateful.
Yeah.
You're always preaching to other people and acting like only you know the right way to do things and everyone should do everything like you. Like,
he doesn't like being told what to do ever. And he hates, loathes when women point out that he's doing something wrong. I mean, guys, if I get too preachy, you can tell me. I have suggestions. I have ideas. I definitely have very staunch, firm beliefs in things, and I express that.
It's just, do you see what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh my God. She literally said she's not going to give up until my channel's taken down and I'm put in jail for as long as possible.
Yes, because you're an abuser, and I want the law to put you behind bars for as long as humanly possible for the crimes that you've committed. Yes.
Nora should stop telling people how often she goes to therapy.
Now, here we go. Cult Leader 101, Scientology 101. Let's demonize mental health. Let's demonize it.
Because if anyone has an aversion to therapy and they see Nora on the internet, they will never get therapy.
Says the man who refused for the whole time he's been out of Scientology to attend therapy. Because why? The first therapy session he went to, the therapist told him to divorce his wife because that would help him to start having healthy relationships. And he said, I wasted $350 for somebody to tell me something that I'm not going to do. Y'all have been on this therapy journey with me. Also, for the completely uneducated about mental health, Aaron Smith-Levin, therapy isn't linear. Therapy isn't you take the medicine, as he likes to call it, because he doesn't, again, demonizing mental health, using it to shame. It's not a linear journey. You're not cured. Therapy isn't a cure. It's a tool to help you understand yourself so that you can do the thing, okay, it's called adulting, of regulating your emotions and understanding the emotions that are occurring inside of you. That's what therapy is. The pharmaceutical aspect of it can help some people with scientifically proven chemical imbalances in their brain, firings. Some people need some help to, like, some stuff's a little too much. Some stuff's not enough. Right? For this man to continue the rhetoric of David Miscavige, of Lafayette Ronald Hubbard, to demonize all of mental health based on his loathing of me, it is clear, Aaron Smith-Levin, you never liked me. You don't like me. You find me disgusting in every way, shape, and form. And I accept that. I accept that journey for you. Okay? I don't care. But for you to continually use my very public journey with mental health to, number one, try to shame me, to try to silence me, to try and make me feel bad about myself, is Scientology in action. You are practicing Scientology. You are practicing black magic witchcraft on everyone that you discourage or try to say that I'm a bad example of therapy or whatever. Okay? You are the asshole. It's literally you. It's literally you.
Like, if getting therapy
here we go.
has caused or allowed Nora to continue to be the way that she is, nobody should or would ever get therapy.
If therapy has caused or allowed Nora to be the way she continues to be or is, no one should get therapy. You see, guys? You see? That's Scientology. That's Scientology. The reason why I am living and breathing and existing in this chair, in this room, in this house, is because of therapy. Because of Aaron Smith-Levin, because of Anthony D'Amato, I almost wasn't existing anymore. Because I believed and allowed these two subhuman creatures to be a voice in my head, to be the conscience guiding me towards death. Because those two individuals, and just specifically this man right now, we'll just take him up, only want total, absolute, 100% full control and domination over everyone they can see. And if they do not get that kind of submissiveness, if they do not get that kind of compliance, they do everything in their power to destroy utterly that person or entity. I have been the target of this man for well over a year. My channel, I've got 1,800, 1,900 subscribers here, guys. And thank you to everybody who subscribed. This man has 250,000 subscribers. I think it is a miscarriage of justice that this, meat sack is the first thing that comes up when you Google Scientology. That this self-proclaimed multiple abuser of women, philandering, won't wrap his penis in a condom, impregnating people all over the place, forcing abortions on his multiple mistresses, should not be the example of anything, of a man, of a husband, of a father, and certainly not of an activist who's trying to take down a multi-billion-dollar cult when he is acting exactly in the same manner that the leader that he claims to hate does. But please keep explaining to me how a woman who, after 40 years of her life on earth, finally had the bravery to come out of the closet and live as her true, authentic self, which, by the way, your first question to me when I came out, when we had that lunch in Malibu, was, how do you like the taste of pussy? Not, hey, how do you feel to be yourself now? How do you feel to, be really you? Nothing. No, just that. Who then, on her own, found the love of her life, combined her family with her love's family, have been raising together successfully for 9 years 4 children who are all successful. I've got one full-time working. I've got one in college. I've got one who is excelling in every aspect of high school right now, and another middle schooler who's doing great, who's created a life for herself despite almost dying inside the organization that kidnapped her, human trafficked her, held her prisoner, none of which happened to you ever. But you're the example. You're the example, right, Aaron? You're everything that everybody should aspire to. You cheated your way into a position with the Feshbacks so that you could make money. You stole their clients and started your own company. Then, when shit blew up with Heather's parents because you finally got outed as a, secret not in Scientologist who was selling secrets to Tony Ortega, and other people for their fucking content for years, right? Then you got a real estate license. And what did you do? You put your wife to work so that she could do all the legwork on, finding the houses, negotiating, all that stuff. Meanwhile, you got all the glory. And then her brother did the fucking work on the houses that you were flipping. But of course, she wasn't an equal partner. The company's in your name, right? And now your real estate license has lapsed. So this is literally all you have. Like, and by that I mean literally. You don't have a wife. You have a prisoner that you are legally bound to. Okay, you don't have children, in my opinion. You have offspring who, per reports, don't even want to be around you on a holiday. Okay? You have friends? No, you have fucking people who want to suck up to you because they think they need to in order to be safe on the internet. You have people who fear you. And you have some people around you who are definitely enjoying watching you destroy things. You don't have friends. You have fans. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Okay? So sir, you can make up whatever you want about my life. My life is fucking great. I'm in love. I am loved. You know. And guys, prior to me and my wife finding each other, that's a whole other story I can tell you guys sometime. But like prior to that, I was married for 12 years to my ex-husband, who I also cooked and cleaned and did laundry for and took care of our children and all of the trad wife shit. Okay? Oh, thank you, Emma. Thank you for that super chat. Nora, you've shared your mental health journey bravely and authentically with your audience, and we're grateful to you for that. AA Hole is jealous of your ability to so bravely be yourself. Well, I think it's actually not jealousy. I think because he is a sociopath, a narcissistic sociopath, that it angers him. It actually makes him angry to see someone become a better human being. Because that means, hot dog, he can't control me. Oh, thank you guys. I love you guys too. Let's finish this up.
Nora holds herself out there as like the poster child for the best way to seek recovery, and she's the most unhinged lunatic in the ex-Scientology.
Have those words ever slipped out of my mouth? I'm a poster child for anything? Absolutely not. Proceed with caution.
And unfortunately, Liz Gale's been infected by the norovirus, and she's pretty much following suit. So,
guys, I'm a virus, as I've mentioned, because Aaron has a lack of any education. He doesn't know that viruses are actually the most powerful and most deadly thing on Earth. And if he wants a virus, he's got one.
You know, if Liz Gale wants to, go to war with me online, it's pretty much going to be a one-sided war. I actually told Liz yesterday, I'm like, Liz, I don't have, someone's saying publish the letter. Guys, Nora published the letter herself on her channel yesterday.
I did.
She read the whole letter. She showed the whole letter. Like, this is how clueless she is.
Yeah, because they would see, actually, you know what? I'll just post it as a post because people want to see it. That's fine. Because they will see that I'm actually trying, there is some help in there for Aaron. And like the state's attorney, if he would just shut the fuck up, this whole thing could actually end. Because I don't think the state's attorney wants to do anything for Scientology. I think they fucking hate Scientology. I think Scientology is just so fucking annoying that they're talking to them every day, bombarding them with bullshit, right? That they're like, fuck, I guess we have to, if we don't, they're gonna, they're threatening all kinds of stuff.
I told Liz yesterday, I said, Liz, I don't begrudge just anyone on the internet trying to make a circus over my personal life. I begrudge you.
So it's personal. So if I didn't know Aaron, if we had never known each other, and I'm just observing all this stuff and saying exactly what I'm saying, he would have no problem with it. But it's because it's Liz. And also, he's going to blame me. He's going to say, well, I would have taken down Liz Gale's video, but Nora didn't shut up. If Nora shuts up, then I'll do that. Fuck you. You're not in charge of me. You're not in charge of me. This isn't about me telling you what you should or shouldn't do. This is about me exposing you as a complete psychopath.
From trying to make a circus about my personal life.
Mega circus.
Because you're a fucking snake. You're a fucking snake.
You're snake. Why does he have so much saliva in there?
My friends gave you $10,000. I didn't actually say this to her yesterday. I'm saying it to you guys now.
Oh, so now he's going to talk about how a foundation with donated money helped her, and he's going to shame her for having done the thing that he said she could do, that his foundation is allegedly supposed to be doing. Let's hear this. This is what Aaron really thinks about people who ask for help.
My friends gave Liz Gale $10,000 for her child's college education.
They weren't Liz's friends? Wasn't it the foundation? I'm confused.
Only because I vouched for her.
No, that's not why they did that. They did that because Liz told the story about how she lost her inheritance for speaking out about Scientology on Leah's show. And people were like, wow, let's help your kid get to, college. And so people out of the kindness of their heart were like, I want to do that. But now, again, it's about Aaron. It's not about helping anyone ever. It's his friends, his vouching, him.
And said she was a decent person that was worthy of this help.
She is, and so is her child.
My friends gave her $10,000 for her child's education,
which went to the school that he's attending.
And the moment Liz Gale feels excluded from what she and her lunatic friend Nora call the Cool Kids Club.
No, I've never called it the Cool Kids Club. You're not cool. You're disgusting. Disgusting. It's the disgusting pro-abusing women club. We heart abusers club, starring this cult leader, Aaron Smith-Levin, Vice President Marilyn Honing, followed by Natalie, followed by Feral Cheryl, followed by Jenna, who's apparently just, doing whatever, followed by Rabbit. This is the Women for Men Who Abuse Women Club. The Women Who Love Men Who Abuse Women Club. Women, WWLMAC. WC. It's too many letters. I'll figure it out.
She turns on not just me, but other people, and just does these attack.
No, there's no, first of all, the way he's sharing this information right now, again, is to shame. In the same way he disclosed that my mom had received a donation from, she was a recipient from the SPTV Foundation, without her permission, without her consent, to shame me. And yes, I too received money from the SPTV Foundation. Thank you to everybody who donated to go get the stellate ganglion block, which now I will have to go get again at my own dime. Okay. When I have $3,000 spare dollars, which I don't have, to reset that, because all of the, fucking re-traumatizing that occurred since I got those, I need it again. That's fact. It's like therapy, right? So if you reset your nervous system and then you fuck your nervous system up again with more trauma, you kind of have to help it.
Attack mean girl videos. Somehow,
see, again, demeaning, just a mean girl
like a
video.
13-year-old child on the internet, the way that only she can. And
totally mature what you've done.
It's like there's no, Liz has done a very good job of pretending to be a decent person, but honestly, not a very good job, because you just look at the kind of stuff that she does, and you can see she relishes in other people's misery.
She's relishing.
Let's just look at the way Liz and Nora laugh and snicker and smile at all of the personal struggles of the people they criticize.
I'm sorry. We're laughing and snickering and smiling. We're laughing and snickering and smiling I'm sorry. Please hold.
Starts the text by saying, I know we're not really friends, but. And now she didn't get shouted out by Jenna Miscavige on TikTok, and she didn't get an invite to the birthday parties in Clearwater. So she had an emotional meltdown because all Liz Gale cares about is clout. All Liz Gale cares about is clout. Liz Gale has declared that her #1 goal is to be the star of a reality TV show.
This is after he explains that Jenna was offered one. Like, look at him mocking Liz for having goals as a woman. Like, it's just so ridiculous. Look how disgusting. Look, who is this? Something happened.
Honestly, like it's pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
So, you know, if Liz wants to go to war on the internet, it'll be a pretty one-sided war because I've got better things to do.
He's got better things to do, except for doing a 34-minute video that is over half dedicated to, again, trying to defame and demean and lie about his case, etc.
Oh, that was the other thing I said to Liz. I'm like, Liz, you've got so many stuff, so many other videos you could be doing on the internet other than videos about my personal life.
Jesus.
That if that's a decision you're going to make, then I'm going to show you how that feels.
So wait a minute. I'm confused. You have so much better things to do. It's going to be one-sided. You're not going to do it except for, I'm going to show you how that feels. Again, very rapey, very, very culty.
I'm going to show you how that feels. I mean, it's only fair play.
It's only fair play.
How many hundreds of videos do these two lunatics have to do about me and my personal life?
Is that like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop? Because, yeah, don't forget, I am a lesbian and I will keep licking till I get to that Tootsie Roll center. As long as it takes.
Before they get a chance to feel what a bit of their own medicine tastes like.
I don't think I will ever get this medicine that you keep talking about because I'm not a criminal. I don't commit crimes anywhere. I don't record myself doing crimes. I don't throw women against walls. I don't, narcissistically abuse people. And I'm not running a cult. So what is it exactly that's going to happen to me? Oh, nothing. Right. Nothing. Okay.
So they get a little bit of their own medicine and they absolutely melt down into a puddle of lunacy.
See, that's what he's expecting. I did re-release the I'm an Idiot video. I'll try and put like a new title or something up so that you guys can see the original date it was recorded, because a lot of people got confused. That's in members only right now, but I am re-releasing every video I've ever made about Aaron from the time that we had our public blowout, and I did have a meltdown. You can see it. It's in members only. If you are a member, yay, you can watch that. It's going to go public on Friday, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be re-releasing all of the 89 videos that I had on my other channel about Aaron, one by one, members only, and then give it, a week or so, and then we'll put them out on the public thing. It will be in order, chronologically from when I made it to, edit the letter. Yeah, I will edit it. Keep showing my phone number, but whatever. What's the worst case scenario? Somebody's going to call me? Okay.
And it's like, guys, I was built for this. I'm not going anywhere.
Look at those moves. It's built for it. His face is very punchable. Built. Look at that egghead. Look at it. Jesus.
I can do 99 videos about Scientology, and I can do one video about those two lunatics.
And then he'll buy a bunch of views to try and make us psychologically think that all these people actually care about it. Just like he's bought subscribers, So it's fine. It's fine. His channel is fake. It's not real.
And they just can't even handle it. I can handle it.
He can't. Look at him. Look at how he's handling it, guys. Handling it.
They want to go to war, we'll go to war. But it'll be a one-sided war. And also,
that's called a victory. Like, that's a stupid analogy. It's a one-sided war. That's called domination and victory. So are you surrendering already? You waving the white flag there? Okay, great.
Yeah, those are my protest plans, guys.
Yeah. His protest plans are to not take the advice of the state's attorney, to continue to go outside and, provoke Scientology, and then request that his adherents become a human meat shield for him in real life so that randos don't come near him. Because this 6'1" man, 230 pounds, is terrified of people.
I'm sorry. I'm not using my gimbal. I'm holding the phone with my hands, and they're getting very tired.
My hands are tired.
All right, let's see. That's probably all we're gonna do, guys. That's probably all we're gonna do.
That's all you're gonna do. Just so sad.
It's very hard for me to catch up with super chats on these.
Yeah, it's almost impossible when you're doing it from YouTube.
In case anyone hasn't caught up on it, look, me and Jenna have decided to keep things amicable, keep things
It's amicable. Amicable.
Private, keep things peaceful. We both deserve to be happy.
Yes, I believe that. I don't think you know what that is because you're a narcissistic sociopath who doesn't feel human emotions. I agree. I'm glad that Jenna is going to go be happy and maybe do some healing. Good for her. I hope she never, appears on your channel in any way, shape, or form again. And just me saying that will make it happen, I'm sure. Because these both of them at this point are like petulant toddlers who will not just do what's right. But anyway.
We both deserve to live in peace.
I don't know about that, Aaron. For Jenna, yes,
We both deserve to be able to focus on what's important in our lives and what's important in our activism.
Because you're done crushing her like a bug beneath the heel of your boot. You finally finished that?
Without putting stuff out there that makes it harder for either of us to do that. Now, you would think that other ex-Scientologists in the internet activism space would also prioritize the same things. You would think, right?
Absolutely. That is my priority. That the internet activism space in regards to Scientology does experience peace, does experience happiness. That will be achieved by your absence. Because I can tell you what, for 22 days, for 22 glorious days, it was silent. It was peaceful. Look at that fucking face. Look at that face. Just look at it. He can't even fake it long enough to approximate a human emotion of sincerity. That, my friends, is the face of a man who is absolutely lying and not going to bring any peace, harmony, love, compassion, understanding to anything. For 22 days, there was peace. For 22 days, guess how many people were fighting on the internet? As he likes to say, it's just fighting. Guess how many people were? None. What's the common denominator with all of this drama? What's the common denominator, Aaron? It's you. It's you. You're the common denominator. That guy. Oh, I got to take a screenshot, guys, because I got to save that for a thumbnail. I'm not even lying. These faces, wow. And the moobs, magnificent.
No. Keep your eyes on Nora and Liz, guys. Those
yes,
two
please
are
do.
Some of the two most destructive, toxic people in this space, and they'll prove it to you. They'll show you. They're showing you who they are right now. You guys can.
Yes, I am a 49-year-old lesbian Greek American who stands up for the rights of women everywhere and is calling out your abuse and your disgusting, narcissistic, sociopathic behavior to everyone around you, and your absolute, usurping of the anti-Scientology movement for your own personal profit, and your David Miscavige-like behavior. Yes, I will show you that, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Correct.
Check that out if you choose to. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here, get some chores done, get some errands done, so I can get back to my regularly scheduled Scientology content from the studio. Stay tuned, guys, because I'm all rested up. I'm all rejuvenated.
Yeah, the bags. Guys, I have permanent luggage under my eyes. I didn't sleep for until last year. Because of PTSD and trauma. And now I'm not sleeping again because fucking menopause. That's not his fault. That's just, I'm a woman. Does this look like the face of health and rest? What?
I'm rip-roaring and ready to go. And that includes sticking with the weekly Scientology protesting. Please.
Because that's about me, baby.
Come out, guys. Come out. Let's get 20, 30, 40, 50 people out there. Let's keep the lunatics away from me if we can.
Let's keep, guys, see?
Okay, guys. Talk to you soon.
All right. Now, we got to find... Okay.
And honestly, Aaron, if you're watching this, what you said about Liz Gale's husband is completely false. You never heard that from me. That's a complete and utter lie. And you trying to triangulate me with other women, just like you did all weekend with me and Heather and others. How about you take a little break from attacking women for just one day? How about you just switch to every other? And honestly, Aaron, if you're watching...
Oh, shit. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, from Jenna Miscavige. What Aaron said, and he doubled down on again today, not true. Not true. Careful, he might throw me into a wall. Well, we kind of weigh the same. I'm fat right now, guys. I'm a fluffy lady. So I'm pretty sure it's an equal match. Oh my God. Guys, there's so much more to talk about, but we're gonna take a break here. Please, as a reminder, and just in case, just for proof of life, the video that he deleted is right here. I have the whole thing. The truth about Jenna Miscavige. It's not good. I have it. It is forever. You can't copyright strike something that you don't have on your channel anymore. Also, let me see if that finally finished. Where did it go? Is it ready now? There we go. Just in case, and thank you to whomever did this, just in cases, that, Aaron thinks that the internet's not forever. You guys can go to Rumble and watch it. There it is. On a non-Scientological, not Scientological, non-YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, I did a full reaction to it, Ramble On, when it came out a couple days ago. Okay. But there you go. There's that on the Rumble. But yeah. Oh, okay. So there you go. What do we need to do now, kids? What do we need to do now? What's on the agenda? Here's what's on the agenda. Audit LA. Let's see if she's still live. Let's promote some good shit right now. She's not live now, but she just finished her first stream of the day where she went to yet another meeting. Okay. please go and give Audit LA a subscribe if you haven't. She is doing on the ground daily work to educate the powers that be, the law enforcement, as well as city council, the mayor's office, of the crimes of Scientology. Okay, and it's important. It's important for that to be there. Aaron Smith-Levin is a sociopathic. Okay, let me restart. Aaron Smith-Levin is a narcissistic, sociopathic, prolific, self-admitted abuser of women. I will keep repeating that. That is my personal opinion. His actions and words have shown that to be true. And he needs to be called out, exposed, and stopped by every legal means necessary. Scientology will continue to carry on full steam ahead as long as Aaron Smith-Levin is the #1 YouTube internet source about the anti-Scientology movement, because he is the bizarro leader of the anti-Scientology movement. He is someone who is practicing in real life with all of his actions and words Scientology daily. He is David Miscavige's successor because they are the same. They are the same. He has said repeatedly, jail was no big deal. He just hung out and watched Jesus movies. Apparently, he didn't learn anything. Because if you're learning about Jesus, you learn about love, compassion, kindness, humility, empathy. Literally, none of those things. None of those things. His cult will not be successful because real people see who he is. Real people see his actions and words. Not just the, deranged internet hemorrhoids. Okay? In my personal opinion, the anti-Scientology movement, whatever you want to call it, okay? People trying to bring awareness and truth about a multi-billion-dollar cult would be far better off if he were removed completely from any involvement in that. Because his presence only brings chaos, pain, disruption, and harm to those around him. That's the real talk, guys. All right, well, I'm going to go have some lunch because it's been 3 whole hours again. But there we go. That's fine. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to the new members. Thank you to everybody who gifted memberships today. Holy shit. Thank you for all the super chats and your chats here. I know I didn't get to all the questions. I apologize for that. Thank you to the members who've been here for a long ass time. You guys are the reason why I can still do this. Thank you so, so much. My next court date is tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a hearing. I will let you guys know what happens after that. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know. So I won't be on until later in the day because court's first thing in the morning, and then it's like when you're called kind of a thing. So I don't know. Question mark on when I will be here. But yeah, look at the people coming in at the end just to be like, you're stupid. Chubby Rachel Maddow. I will take it. Thank you. And thank you as always to the best mods in the entire world, my lady mods. Thank you so, so much. And I will see you all on the flippity dippity.